Good evening. Hi, hi. Nice to see you. Going out Sobi on Sunday. Gonna see Lynn. Sounds nice. Hope you guys have a blast. I am going with some friends somewhere else on Sunday, so unfortunately I won't be able to catch you. But I hope you guys have a good one. Sorry I'm late. No, no, no. You guys are not late. Look at the time. It is 7:45 right now, which means Himi is very early. I just decided to stream a bit earlier today. Hold on, my lips are cracking. Ah, da, da. No audio? Oh, okay. MP. Artie says, same, I got my first art commission money and spent it on a sharing size tucky bag and ate it all in one day. I've never known I don't know what takis taste like. Is it something like Twisties? How are takis actually? And what flavor did you get? I would love to try it someday, but it's just never really crossed my peripheral to give it a go. Hamburger! Hello! So long no see. How are you tonight? Hi! I'm starting stream a bit early because I think that the visual novel we're playing today might need a little bit more time for us to go through. At least Act 2. So I wanted to make sure we started the game on time, and therefore I started just chatting a little bit earlier. Yeah. I have been going through some stress lately, but we're coping, I guess. Harinyan, hello. Nice to see you. How are you? Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I have my water with me. Might need more actually. It's okay. Nighttime is when we turn off our brain. No brain, no stress. Luna, Derek, I wish it was that easy, you know. I really do. Yeah. I slept almost all day again today. I went to sleep at 3 or 4. Then I woke up just a while ago, around 7:30. Decided to start stream a bit earlier tonight. Oh, my cat is making noise. Thank you for the pets. Artie says, I got the Dragon Sweet Chili, aka the best chips in existence that I'm addicted to, but I can never afford. But since I got money, I figured I would splurge on a bag to cope with my cat passing away. Oh, yeah. Treat yourself. I'm glad to hear that the commission money is coming in handy. Cutie Pie, who, me? Here's another 30 times of no-brainers. 30 stream streak? Whoa, Luna Derek, that's crazy. That means you must have been watching for at least 15 weeks, about 3 months in a row. That's mad. Please screenshot your achievement and send it to the Hime Moments, okay? You guys are welcome to send your streaks there. There are some insane streaks that are ongoing right now. I'm actually so surprised. Yes, you, also your son. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Takis are awesome. You should definitely try the sweet chili ones. The others are meh. The sweet chili ones are amazing though. I don't know if we have Takis here in Singapore. I have to look for it and see if we can find it. I think we might have them in specialty import stores, but I have to go out of my way to get a bag probably. Raga-chan, nice to see you. Welcome in. We do have Takis, just hard to find. Takis Singapore. Let me look for it. Takis. Okay. Oh, it's rolled tortilla chips. Happy lurking. Specialty stores like the SGFR store and online. And sometimes at NTUC for price. I see. I just ordered them online. How long did it take to get to you? I feel like online shopping in Singapore is quite efficient. I have Food Panda and like Red Mart groceries before, and they come really quickly. But my brother has worked for Red Mart for a while as a driver, like a delivery driver before, and ever since then, right, I've kind of side-eyed Red Mart because they have really bad working conditions and commission rates for their drivers. So I haven't read Martyred in a while. Catalola! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, default setting, welcome in. Beats of Mischief, oh my gosh, my favorite cozy farming sim. How are you? Are you enjoying 1.0? I haven't opened Fields of Mischief since they released 1.0 because I'm low-key scared of the changes. FOF the JEJ, welcome in. Is it FOF the Judge? How's your stream? I hope that you had a wonderful one. Are you romancing anyone? Is it your first time playing? How's it going for you, Kata? Troy, nice to see you again. Hi, good evening. I'm doing my first gameplay today. You just started today? Oh my gosh, I hope you enjoy it. What a journey you have ahead of you. I have so many hours in that game. But partially because sometimes I let it sleep in my console and it might like passively accumulate hours. I don't have like the proper recording of how many hours I have in it. But Steam says I have 551 hours on Fields of Mischief. I was interested in Valor, but now I'm moving on to March. Oh, I feel that way, yeah, because Valor is like the first person that you come across, right? And slowly he kind of doesn't have as much presence. But March is a constant since you kind of have to go to him quite a bit for leveling up your stuff. I played it for a few streams, but it's a fresh experience. I hope you enjoy. Do you know who the romanceables are already? My favorite romance, or my main romanceable is Calderus. Then again, I also dated the entire town. I went on dates with all of the different dateable people, except Raina. I haven't gone on a date with her because I'm not super close to her. But I have a soft spot for Calderus. What can I say? I am the town girlfriend. Everybody's girlfriend. Livecrafter on YouTube. Welcome in, I see you. Well, she went around the whole town. Yeah, it's a small town anyway, you know. The candidates are not that numerous, so it's really not that difficult, you know? Especially when they can't resist my girlish charms. Hope you have a good night. Are you heading off or are you gonna be lurking? Feel free to make yourselves comfortable if you are. And for those who are new, welcome. My name is Himitoki. I'm a bunny princess VTuber from Singapore. And I've been stressing lately, not gonna lie, which is why I sound a bit more mellow. But later today, we're going to be playing Tavern Talk 2. It is something like Coffee Talk, but it is set in a tavern inspired by the Dungeons and Dragons world. So the last time we played this week for the first time, we cleared Act 1. And today we're going to be trying to clear Act 2. I don't know how many acts there are actually. Let me search it up. Tavern Talk 2. So far I've really enjoyed the characters. Hold on. Tavern Talk 2 acts. There's a total of how many? Tavern Talk 2 has 3 main acts. Ah, okay. Cool. Awesome. Walker. Oh, sorry. I feel a bit sleepy. Even though I just woke up. I'll be lurking soon. Oh, no worries. Have a good one. Thank you so much for coming in. Okay. Oh, there's 30 unique endings. Wow. Okay. I hope that I've managed to do well enough that that I can get the good ending. But how have you guys been lately? I hope that life has been kind to you. I've been a bit stressed out, but I feel like that's also part of life too, I guess. It is, isn't it? Hoping to have a better weekend though. Yeah, Pretty chill this week, but next week will ramp up a little bit. Is it because of school? I'm glad you had a chill week though. I'm gonna admit I was so tired that I took 2 days off at the start of this week. I don't usually do that, but I was just so out of it. I couldn't I couldn't bring myself to go to work after last weekend was really fun. But I think I might have exhausted myself a bit, you know, because I was out almost the entire day for both Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, and I was just really tired. School beats me up a bit, understandable, especially if you have a lot of uh, assignments that you're doing. I'm happy because my friends are great. That's really sweet. I'm happy for you. I think as the years have gone by, I'm starting to feel my general energy level also falling a little bit. Not gonna lie, I feel more tired more easily. And that makes me a bit sad. Because I used to be able to go out the whole weekend and more, you know? Like over the week while I was having school, I would still go out on the weekdays. But I wasn't streaming. I didn't really have a lot uh, as I do have now going on. That was a roundabout way to say that I'm busier now. I am busier now. I'm happy because my friends are great. That's really sweet. I feel that. It's important to appreciate our friends, you know? Yeah, I too think that I have pretty great friends. I hope that they know that I appreciate them. Happy because my friends are great. That's why I appreciate Himi-san. We are relatively new friends though, wouldn't you say? Although I warm up to people quickly, I feel like I still need that sort of runway time to properly like find my bearings with people. It's not that I don't like I hold myself back or anything, but it's just sometimes it takes a bit of time for me to feel out the friendship, you know what I mean? And see like what kind of pacing is suitable. Usually I'll match the pacing with whoever I'm with, and then later on we calibrate, right? Other than my cat passing away, other than that, I got 52 USD in comms. Oh, that's awesome! I spent on stuff, so now I have 9 cents left. Oh dear. We didn't realize our habit of hunting down spiders would come to hurt her. Oh, is that what happened? Poor thing. You're doing D&D, Hime. I'm not doing D&D, but I am playing Tavern Talk too, which is set in a world inspired by D&D. I haven't played D&D in a while though. The last I played it was... When was the last time I played it? I know I went to KL over a weekend. Earlier this year, but I can't remember which month. I think April? She got bitten by a spider. Ah, I see. Well, these are things we can't anticipate. If it's been something that has been her habit for so long, you know, and then suddenly it comes back to bite her, then no choice. D&D here, I just saw a TTRPG where you roleplay in an old folks' home, and the book is an elderly home pamphlet. What? That sounds so interesting. So you roleplay as people enrolled in the home? I wonder what kind of stats they'll make you roll for. Oh yeah, I did play Call of Cthulhu for Table Conquest a couple weeks ago. That was really fun. I was playing with people I was already familiar with though, so that was quite easy to get into. Hi Himi, hi Arcanus, nice to see you. We are about to start our Tavern Talk 2 stream, so if that appeals to you, please stick around. I'll give a quick introduction as much as I can to what's going on in the world of Tavern Talk before we start, so that you guys aren't too lost. Oh, there's something. Oh, I couldn't update my category. I'm so sorry if I keep yawning. I realize I keep yawning. Tavern Talk, yeah. If it's close to similar to Coffee Talk. So if you like that genre of visual novel, you might enjoy this. And I try to do the voices and stuff, but forgive me if they're not like super good. I'm gonna change my background to darker also. Isn't this where most D&D groups start? Yeah, most of us start off at a tavern, right? There was once I started in a coliseum though. That was kind of scary, but very, very exciting. They've also they also have really nice custom music for this game. Hold on, loading my controller. There we go. Yes, happy lurking. 64 hours after getting bit. Ah, wow. That's crazy. She's a fighter. Here it is. Okay, so just to give a brief rundown of what's going on. So we have finished chapter 1. Wait, chapter 1? Chapter 5? Chapter 5? Chapter 2? Oh, okay, yeah, chapter 5. So we stopped at chapter 5, where we had gone through a couple of chapters already, and it's easy for me to introduce the characters once we get into it, because they have a little compendium of the characters that you've already met. But in the previous time that we played this, the MC as well as the people in the tavern, MC actually passes out, and it might be due to this mysterious mist that was creeping into the tavern from the shore. There wasn't really an explanation of what it was, so we're gonna find out what it is during this chapter, I hope. Act 2, The Dreaming, Chapter V, Dream Ache, 45 of the Dreaming Moon. We've met, I think, 6 characters so far. See if I can find it. I guess we'll get to see later, not right now. Oh, we can customize too. I didn't know we can customize. That's so cute. I guess I don't really have that many things to customize with. We really don't. Okay. Ah, my head. What happened? We fainted. Right? Mine hurt like I just rolled around in a barrel. I'm so sorry. I must have fallen asleep. Unless your drowsiness is contagious, I don't think you're to blame for this. It seems we all passed out. Do either of you remember anything? So we have Miriam? Well, there was that fog. But where are my manners? You must be thirsty. Let's try to piece this all together after some refreshments. And Kya, the fairy. Yeah, that was kind of fun. But you look pretty frazzled, Mary. You could use something strong, right? I certainly wouldn't complain. Perhaps something filling? I feel lightheaded. Hi, Colonel. Nice to see you. You need a full mug, 5 shots of goodness, all poured into one. Just promise to catch me if I fall. Okay, so for the gameplay for this, it is quite it's quite an interesting gameplay. So okay, I can introduce the characters here. Mariam is a wizard who is a lawful good, and we've known her for a good amount of time already. Then we have Una, who supposedly stays with us, but has gone out to adventure and discover some things. She hasn't really came back since then. We have Rune, who is a suspicious character. We haven't seen their face before, and they were up to no good the last time that we saw them. And we have Quasar, who is very much a man of the law. He was accompanying Rune and observing him, sort of like an arrest the last time we saw. Aegis is a jolly bard person. Phantasm, I'm not sure what that is. But he is kind of just down for a good time, whatever happens. He runs a separate bar. And Kia is the one that we most recently got to know. She's a druid, and she's not from here. She's also much older than we are. So she loves going on adventures and sharing them. So these are the characters that we've met so far. We have 2 more characters to unlock, which I'm not sure how they're going to come into place. But we'll figure it out. And then we have all these different drinks that we can brew too. So how we brew it is we draw it on the chalkboard. Sounds like we need... What was it that we needed? Just promise to catch me if I fall. We need... What? A full mug. Full mug of goodness. What goodness? Inspiring balance. Energy and courage. Refreshing tea. I don't really know what we were supposed to make. Usually they have the keywords, but it doesn't look like they have the keywords for this. I need a hint. What are we supposed to be making for her? Hold on, let me load it back. Wait. Dream egg. The art style's cute, I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna just quickly load it back and see if I can figure out what was the drink they wanted. But yeah, we passed out. Okay. My head. So sorry, must have fallen. Hi, Arkagen! Thank you so much for the pets. I don't remember what happened. You need a full mug, 5 shots of goodness poured into one. 5 shots of goodness? What does that mean? 5 shots of goodness? Is there like a description of what drink we're supposed to make? It doesn't look like they gave us any description. Okay. We can look at the individual ingredients too. Nothing that says goodness though. Just that it's full. I guess anything that's full is fine. Okay, let's go with... conquer the world. Motivation, refreshment, or energy and courage. Maybe energy and courage. Oh, thank you for the bunny transformation. Inisai! Bunny Hime! It's been a while since I made an appearance. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to do here. I have a feeling it's like that. But... oh, we have to move this up as well. Eh? One, two, three, four. She needs 5 though. I need an extra one. Might have to pour away everything. Because we have to get it in 5. What if I add this? Which is the one that will knock it back? One more for the last one, right? Is there no others? Ah! This is tough! I have to get something with all 5 shots. Maybe I'll go for... now, you know what? I think we can do 2 of these. And that will knock one down later. Can we? I don't know if it does. Oh! How do we knock one down of charm? The bee's gonna get so drunk, right? I don't think we have any workable solutions here. Maybe we should change the recipe? Because it doesn't seem like... Okay, maybe I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that with 5 shots. Hold on. One sec. Can you hear my background? It's a bit loud. Okay. Let's try... I feel like slow strike maybe. Melting away worries? We have to move most of them up, right? Put 1 honey. Let's put this. How do I move the 4th one up? Like that? I have to move it down though. How do I move the 4th one down? Oh no, that's fine. It's still only 4! How can I make it... How can I make it 5? Ah, so confused. This bee out here drinking. I can make what's meant to be on the board, but I'm having difficulty knowing where to stop. What moves up the 4th one? I think I only have 1 potion that moves the 4th one. Ah. There is no solution eh? Hello? Never mind, I'll just make this and pray for the best. Gave the wrong drink to an adventurer? I zoned out while making this, but a drink's a drink. It's a drink, that's true. Maybe try to make a good one next time. Wait! They didn't even... Reload, reload. I'm so annoyed, guys. I can't seem to figure out what is the... What's the thing we need to make? Oh. But let's spec the drink. What are we supposed to make here? Oh my god. See. I'm lost, guys. Sorry, I know this part is a bit of the boring part. Let me see. Or do we have to come up with something on our own? Is that what's supposed to happen? Something filling that uses 5 shots. Can it be anything? Okay. Let's try a different one. Alright, I'll just try one more time, okay? Come back in 2 minutes for people who are not sure. All my friends who play D&D are already part of a campaign. Ah. Is it this? Okay, this one has 5. Alright, let's go! This mug couldn't hold any more liquid if I tried. One sip of it was enough to ground me, thank you. So any that uses 5 is fine. Okay. Right, so the fog. Whatever it did to us, it's over now. No point worrying about it if we're all fine, right? You're right, no need to worry. I guess that was just one of nature's magical quirks. Does it worry you that it's still lingering outside? Nah. I need to check on my parents. I just hope nobody got hurt. Yes, I should go see him. Wait, Mari! I mean, it's still pretty foggy outside, right? Are you sure it's safe to go? Shouldn't we check for magic first? It's fine, I'll figure it out on the way. Okay, sure, yeah, probably for the best. I mean, running away is often the best way to deal with a difficult situation. I don't need your sarcasm right now. No, I'm being serious. When things go bad, it's best to leave and find better energy elsewhere. I left Avalon for that exact reason. You left the dream planes? How? Why, by using an ancient teleporting mirror, of course. A bit risky, but you gotta grab chances when you see them. I'm afraid teleporting out of the dream planes isn't just a bit risky, Kia. It's close to impossible and very dangerous. People usually get stuck in the barriers between them and other planes. You could seriously hurt yourself, or worse. It was fine. I mean, the mirror broke, but I didn't, and I got to make a cute mosaic out of it after. Like I always say, if life gives you lemons, get a different life. That sounds about right. Exactly. There's a whole world out there, although I'll admit I missed a beautiful place if you left. Don't worry, I can't. Why not? Just go for it. Life's too short to play it safe. She might have a point there. Forget I said anything. After all, this place has everything I need. Where else would I want to go? Look, if it works for you, then I'm happy for you and your monotony. And you know, I'm sure there's a way back if I ever wanted to go. That's not how the dream planes work. That's a one-way trip, Kia. Ah, ever the pessimist. I have to go now. I need to make sure everyone is okay. I should check on the town too, yeah. You got this. See you around. Or not. All cool. Is there anything I can do to help? No, but thank you. I feel like I ought to do something. You don't, Hime. This is on me. Safe travels, Miriam. We didn't need her anyway. What a ball. What happened, Kia? Did she like... I think there was a sore spot that we pressed at some point. If I disappear in September... Oh, okay. I hope that your surgery goes well and that you recover quickly. No need to be so mean. Mean? She literally just walked out on us. She's worried about her family. But what if the fog turns her into a cloud or something? I just made her a friendship bracelet. Kia. Yeah, you're right. So it's just you and me. What are we gonna do? Should we tidy up a bit? Mr. Fish, I totally forgot about you. You okay? Kia, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Shop gave extra... Oh, nice! What did you buy? Let's just tidy up a bit, yeah? We can't have people stumbling in here thinking we're a mess. You have a reputation to keep up. Sure, let's tidy up. Oh, Kia, hiding behind the pain and cleaning at the same time. Girl, same. How odd. What? While I was out from that fog, I dreamt that the shelves in the pantry were hanging upside down. Ooh, that sounds really good. I hope you have a filling dinner. I need to go get dinner after stream today. Finally collected my henna. Okay. Travel safely, Chivalrous. And look, they are. Just how magically potent is that stuff? Whoa, that is odd. Oh, as Mari would call it, rather peculiar. I hope she's alright. Me too. This sucks. She should be helping us deal with whatever this magical weirdness is. But she's worried. I know, you said it. She said it. But she could have made sure we were alright first. What, does she have an identical twin that'll die if they don't reunite by midnight or something? She does have a sister, actually. A younger one. Oh, what's her name? Well, Miriam, but... Zara. It's Zara. Oh, you know her first name? Are you close? Where? Research partners. Congrats! Then I hope she's okay or whatever. Yeah, me too. It's a miracle surgery, so it should be fine. A maintenance surgery. The last time I got one, the doctor told me. Oh, why? That's not good. Please fight for your rights, okay? If they're trying to do something against your better judgment, make sure that you voice out. She has a southern accent? I think so. I need a drink right now. Can you get me one? Sure. Anything in particular you're in the mood for? Something to help me defend the tavern in case that weird fog gets its way back inside. And I could definitely use a spark of motivation if we have to do more cleaning. I could add a little bit of courage for any hazards involving dust, or just make it super refreshing to get you going after our strange power nap. Oh, snap! Both sound perfect. You're the expert here, dealer's choice. I think she wants the Northern Brawl, guys. That is the one with energy and courage and motivation. Okay. And yeah, definitely need one of this. Move this one too up. This one doesn't need to have 5, right? Okay, last one. Ta-da! That's crazy, Artie. Get a different doctor. I hope that the people that you have to deal with this time is better. Sorry, I was drinking water. I hope my choice will serve you well. I feel like I did defend the tavern from the mighties of cloud giants. Oh, it's Aegis! Finally awake. Hey, Gaius! Perfect timing! We could use some cheering up round here. What have you been up to? Worrying mostly. You and me both. But you're okay? I think so. I came by earlier, but you were both out cold. Hold on, you won't? Did the fog only affect you people in taverns? No, not at all. Everyone in town passed out. How long has it been, by the way? About 36 hours. I woke up about halfway through. It was pretty scary. I thought you might never wake up. I guess I wasn't as affected because of my dream magic or something. Not sure how it interacts with creepy mist. Did you take the opportunity to draw mustaches on all of us sleeping beauties? That would have been very clever, but no, I was panicking too much to do any mischief. I kept worrying about what the fog could be doing to everyone. I wanted to help, but I had no clue where to start. We were out for 36 hours? It felt like a moment. We're safe and sound, no need to worry your pretty little head. Let's just move on now, yeah? I do that. Worry, I mean, more than I should, probably. Is everyone else okay? I think so. I was trying to move people to safety when everyone started waking up. I was so relieved. But then again, it wasn't like waking up from normal sleep, right? You felt that too? Everyone was so disoriented when they started waking up, struggling to remember things and all. That's when Captain Bristolstash approached me for help. Wait, is that his real name or did you just call him that? No, why would I call him something that isn't his name? That would be so mean. Does he have a really prickly mustache? No, but he does have hairy ears, although I don't think that's important. So, Captain Bristolstash. Incredible, so that's really his name. He knows I'm good with dreams. I helped him recreate his favorite pair of socks a few years back after they unraveled in the wash. I tried to gently help people back into the realm of the awake, but all I did was accidentally cover them in goo. Were they dreaming of slime? No, but things I summon are always a bit gooey. Like everything's covered in a film of dream residue, I guess. I just wasn't really sure what to do, and I ended up making things weirder. The captain asked me to stop helping after that. How rude, you were just trying to help. No, I get it. It isn't very comfortable having someone in your head. And nobody wants to have their inner thoughts exposed, not even to themselves sometimes. Mine are nothing but sunshines and rainbows, so my thoughts and I would be instant besties for sure. That's really good, Kia. I wish mine were like that too. Oh, get over yourself. I'm sorry for being so melodramatic. A little melodrama never hurt anyone. It's okay to feel down sometimes. I was just kidding. Oh, alright. Anyway, I came back to check on you again as soon as I could. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay too. Hello, Chan Hero, thank you so much for the read. Welcome everyone. My name is Himitoki, I'm a Bunny Princess VTuber, and today we're playing Tavern Talk 2. How was Black Myth Wukong? I hope you had a good playthrough. We are on chapter 5 right now, which is Act 2, and there is this mysterious mist, as you can see in the background, that affected everybody by making us pass out. So now we're kind of learning what happened over the 36 hours that we were out. We were all kind of unconscious. Aegis, however, woke up halfway and was moving people to safety and is now sharing about what happened during that time. So that's where we're at. I'm glad you're okay too. You are okay, right? No weird side effects or anything? We're both fit as a couple of fiddles. The two of us just been tidying up the place and it looks good as new. It is a visual novel, yes, with some gameplay which involves just pouring potions together to make drinks. It really does. You never know if anything happened. So you're sure you're alright, Hime? All good here. Are you sure? I mean, if you need anything. Don't worry about it. I've got everything under control. What about you? Something tells me you could use a drink. Ah, you know it. I actually just found the recipe. There was this lemon on my left shoe and I had a peek at its streams. I started going a bit crazy during those 8 to 9 hours. Should I be worried about the intellectual property thief if I make this drink? I don't think a lemon could afford a lawyer, and I could really use a fruity pick-me-up. Do you still have that pink potion? The round one with the gold swirls that it calms your mind? I think I finally found something it'd be perfect in. Good call. Let me go grab it and we can taste test your new recipe. Have a good lurk. Thank you so much. So this is Bee-Bug. Super cute. It's our little pet that drinks all our unwanted potions. Oh, okay. So we have the dollar star now. The new recipe, straight from a lemon stream. Let's give it a go. This is the one with the pink swirls, right? How many do you think we need to use? 2? And... okay. Got it. That wasn't too difficult. That was sour. Have a good lick, Chan Hero. Oh, the drink still looks so good. I need to know, does it taste like a lemon stream? Be honest. It tastes just like it. You're incredible, Hime. I don't know if I feel less crazy or more crazy, but it's great. You know, something about that fog feels kind of nostalgic. It reminds me of the stories my ma used to tell me about her adventures in the Gulf of Fog. The way she talked about it made it sound terrifying and amazing at the same time. She's always been a thrill seeker. Nightmares don't scare phantasms, they excite us. What's a phantasm? I need to search that out. Phantasm. A ghost and illusion are the product of imagination that seems real. Species? Legendary non-human creatures from folklore and fantasy. Interesting. I didn't know that. Right, how did catching up with her go? Is she well? She's great, I think. We didn't really get to talk much. She headed out before the fog started and it's not like I would have been able to find her anywhere after. Hi, Candyman! I wanted to show her my new potato soup recipe, but that'll be for next time, I guess. You mean the one from last year? Yeah, I just wanted to give her a little boost with some tasty food before she had to head out on her next adventure. But I get it, of course. She always has to leave on very short notice, so even saying goodbye can sometimes take too long. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Pa's still around. He's always around. He's just kinda there, you know. He spends most of his time cataloging the slime trails of various slugs and snails. It's the most boring thing imaginable. He sounds really interesting. You know how hard it is to turn him down without telling him I prefer to cook the slugs instead? So what's so scary but awesome about the Gulf of Fog? Kia. What? I'm just curious. It's okay, I was rambling. Rambling is exactly what this tavern is for. But scary awesome stuff is way more exciting. Hold on, sorry. Already... oh no. That's crazy, dude. I feel like you really need to find some better healthcare providers. I guess the place is very foggy, and the treacherous waters there can easily lead you astray, or into some rocks, or worse, to a great sea monster. Ma said the Gulf is swarming with dangerous foes, but of all of them, silk krakens have always scared me the most. Imagine a normal kraken, but its tentacles produce this strong, sticky silk. Then it weaves enormous webs underneath to catch fish or even entire ships.
But just wait until you hear my mom's favorite part of the story. Apparently, some crazy adventurers used to climb them and then use their tentacles like some sort of slide.
Pull the brakes. Full stop, wait a minute. Really? Now that's a new life goal unlocked.
I mean, they might just be old tales. I've never encountered anyone who actually dared to try.
Well, you're talking to someone who's going to.
I'd love to see that. Promise you come back here and tell us after everything. That reminds me, I totally forgot to ask about Kane's re-birthday. How were the tombs?
Let me tell you, they were absolutely mind-blowing, and I found the perfect gift.
That's great. Should I help you summon the box now?
Depends. Will it be covered in goo?
Maybe, but we can clean it off. Water usually does wonders.
And the fog isn't knocking anyone out anymore, right?
No, I think it's harmless now. Seems like it causes a bit of dizziness, but that could just also be my anxiety.
I'll check out the marketplace for now then. See you later. Bye, Mr. Fish.
Alright, see ya. I think I ought to check up on my pa too. And the restaurant, it looks like my shift starts in 5 minutes. Maybe Ma is at the docks after all. I'll come by with some leftovers for you at the crew later. Maybe don't stray too far outside, just to be safe.
I wouldn't dream of it. That sounds really dangerous, Artie. Gulf of Fog. Strange fog. Vampire that lives in a volcano. I feel like there's something that we could... I guess we didn't make any quests out of the notes after all tonight. Okay, time to look at the charts. Oh, a ship just sailed off. Or is it sailing towards us? A dozen DIY disasters. 44 of the Dreaming Moon. A dozen DIY disasters? What? Something tells me we're gonna be up to no good here. Miriam, good to see you.
Good to be here. It feels like a weight gets lifted off my shoulders every time I walk through your doorway.
That's exactly what I was going for when I bought this place.
I brought some puff pastries.
What a pleasant surprise. What's the occasion?
Kia made them. And if I may, I would like to trade them for your alchemic expertise applied to certain physiological circumstances that I'm experiencing.
Are you trying to order a drink?
Yes, that is indeed the case.
I started brainstorming the moment you came in. What can I get you?
I'm craving something for the mind. Perhaps using the Dabhei potion would be a good fit. Something that matches the potion's effects. There's a lot I need to process right now.
Sounds like you had an eventful time. Let me get that drink sorted, then I'm all ears. Dabhei potion. Oh dear, I'm glad that they owned up to it at least. Oh wait, no, the first one wouldn't admit they messed up. That is crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, Artie. That sounds like such a negative experience. Dabhei potion is this one. Let's see which direction it pushes us in first. She has a lot on her mind, right? What do you think she'll need? Melts away worries? Maybe this one? And the shape kind of looks like it, right? What? I have to knock the top one down a bit. Okay. There we go. What else could I offer a wizard but this crunchy delicacy?
It pains me to admit it, but you're putting my own concoctions to shame. Thank you.
The pastries are delicious, by the way. It feels like I've woken up in paradise just in time for the afternoon buffet.
Thank you. It was most likely Kia's efforts, really. She's a devil in the kitchen. I mean, in a positive way. Like she's good at baking. That's what I meant. I'm inclined to agree with your analogy.
Should we start parsing your thoughts of the origin story of these sugar-loaded bad boys?
Certainly. Kia's plans was to bake something for Kane's birthday, but she wanted to practice first. So she simply waltzed into a few local bakeries looking for a kitchen to borrow. Instead, we ended up finding our luck in a private residence by the docks. A sweet smell attracted us there. It wasn't unlike the grapefruit star biscuit Zara and I used to make in the summer to avoid doing homework.
I remember you'd make enough batches for the whole neighborhood. Maybe I should make a grapefruit drink at some point.
Perhaps. Anyway, our careful optimism was greeted by a seasoned dwarf named Dolarf, who crucially had a spare oven.
Jackpot.
We later found out that it was his late partner's oven. He used to host brunch quite frequently. Dolarf was happy to see it being used again.
How wonderful.
We ended up trying out his partner's pastry puff recipe. We utterly failed at recreating it, but he seemed to enjoy watching us try. He was quite sweet, though he left after a while to give us some space. He may have gotten the wrong idea about Kia and I. We were just having some fun. Sometimes fun benefits from privacy.
Oh, shush.
I had only meant to help her find a kitchen. There's still so much left to do for the festival. My mother wanted to rent about all the benches that exist in the realm so we don't have to turn anyone away from the feast. But Kia kept giving me more things to do during the baking process, and I got pretty caught up trying not to burn anything. I also may have accidentally fallen asleep while the pastries were in the oven.
Sounds like you needed it.
I fear I've been a little neglectful of my sleep recently.
Welcome in.
The world doesn't exactly stop churning, if you know what I mean.
No, but you need to rest either way.
If only rest wasn't accompanied by so many nightmares.
Maybe the magical fog that put everyone to sleep has something to do with that. I've certainly had an uptick in bad dreams.
Not impossible. What's been plaguing you?
Spooky ships, ghosts of the past? I think ships, right? We've been seeing ships in our dreams.
Terrifying.
Or yearning for a life I can never have, something like that. What's haunting you?
It's difficult to explain. Have you ever felt like you were pulled out of the world? Like you were standing at just the edge, never quite reaching the world around you? You become so invisible to everyone, you stop existing, even to yourself.
Yes, it's awful.
Dreaming of that cursed fog earlier certainly didn't help me feel any more real. When I tried to yell for help, it filled my lungs and I couldn't say a word. I thought it would consume me entirely. Then someone grabbed my hand and it felt like warmth flooded back through my entire body. I was real again. Kia had woken me up to let me know she'd made 2 more batches of pastries. Good thing you weren't alone. Good thing indeed. So you're saying I have the fog to blame for that?
I mean, these types of events always have a strange side effect, right? Remember the Dune mimic invasion? Everything tasted like sand for months.
I'm just glad the fog didn't arrive earlier. Imagine if Kia and I passed out while we were still on the steppe.
That would be pretty bad, I suppose, but luckily my hard, unpadded floor caught you both instead.
Indeed. Anyhow, Dolarf helped us to decorate the pastries and then bid us farewell. He was tearing up when we said our goodbyes, and even though they seemed to be tears of joy, Kia made sure to rush outside before he was done. We had accidentally made more than we could reasonably carry, so we passed him around town.
Hi, Blooming Boba. Good evening to you. Also, sorry, Artie, I'm not reading out like everything that you're sharing because I feel like it can get a bit graphic. But I'm reading it and acknowledging that, yeah, these are some really negative experiences. I feel like you could probably sue the hospital for some of the things that you're describing here.
And I saved you some.
I appreciate that, though it's a pretty big portion, even factoring in B-Bug's appetite.
I was gonna give some to my parents, but they were too distracted with work.
Right.
They've just lost several shipments of the portions in the Gulf of Fog.
Sue them, bro. Yeah, exactly.
It seems like our recent weather phenomenon has made it even more difficult to traverse. It's not like we have a festival to host or anything.
I could help out.
I appreciate it, but I like you too much to put you through that. They've been working frantically to replace the lost inventory. We've been brewing day and night to try catch up. But we can't compensate for it all, naturally. My brewing skills are decent, but I'm not the expert in need to be. Much to my parents' disappointment. But that's family, right?
I mean, not universally so.
If you say so.
She likes us too much. Ooh. Oh, no worries.
On a more positive note, I managed to pocket one of our discontinued potions for you.
I love it, thank you.
Also, greetings from my parents, I suppose. They still hold you in high regard.
I'm sure they do.
So, where do you go from here, Miriam? To be honest, a little break would be nice, although maybe I just did take a break. I did get to back out of the Gafira off-site retreat. It's one of those big events where all us mages get together with the administrative personnel for a few days. Some people even bring their spouses and kids along. It always begins with the usual corporate stuff, tedious presentations, some visual statements and boring charts. You know how it is.
Glad I left that world.
After that, the focus shifts to outdoor pursuits, mountain climbing, camping, mimic hunting, the usual team bonding nonsense. With Susie from HR there to jump into the cursed lake, that sort of thing.
I can see why you decided to skip that one.
I thought you would.
Will you get to catch up with your work friends another time then?
I don't have any work friends.
Oh, I see. Keeping it professional.
Sure, let's call it that. I think I ought to get back to the potion brewing, or bench ordering, or flower art making.
Thanks for spending the time with me today, Miriam. I really hope you get that break you deserve. Don't be a stranger.
Don't forget about me first, Hime.
Never. Aww. They've got some cute, friendly banter going on between the two of them, don't they? But she's also like low-key shipped with Kia, so we'll see where that goes from here. Ah! They're back! Oh, it's the chaotic trio. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A ghost pirate ship wouldn't need cannons. Why would they attack us with? Glitter?
Ghost laser beams, obviously. How else would they fight the ghost krakens?
There's no such thing as ghost krakens. Krakens don't have souls.
You don't have a soul.
None of that is real.
Welcome back.
A good evening to you too. I apologize for the tumultuous welcome, Hime. It's good to see you.
Can I offer you a drink?
Please, I fear I might lose my mind otherwise.
What can I get you in your remaining sanity?
Something calming, perhaps? The sort of refreshing beverage that'll anchor me in the moment and soothe my spirits to counteract the stress headache their conversations have gotten me.
Ah, a stress headache is a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
You're right, I should have said despair instead.
Hi, Kira Yang. And no worries, Artie. I'll see what I can do to fix your ailments. I think he wants the hot tea, probably. Refreshing hot tea. Right? And that's gonna be... how do we do this? One more.
Ta-da!
Happy lurking. You're the strongest alcohol you have. He's gonna wake up with an even heavier headache though. I don't know about you guys, but I get really bad hangover headaches after drinking. That's why I don't really enjoy drinking all that much. An elixir for a refreshed mind. Please enjoy.
This is exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you. I was looking forward to your excellent brews today. Speaking of, I have something for you in return. On our journey, I met some cotton candy makers from Krita. They settled in Zenith years ago.
Cotton candy makers?
You'll get it soon. They sell a special flavor they call Frosty Fruit Mix. They said it was inspired by their favorite drink in their hometown. Naturally, I asked them for the drink's recipe so I could bring it back to you.
Aw, that's so thoughtful. Thank you.
I hope it'll bring you much joy.
Quasar is such a sweetheart.
Now I can finally tell you the story of our remarkable success.
So that's what you told him you do this whole drink thing for?
Did you grow to become friends during your quest?
No.
We're not friends.
Teammates.
Teammates?
Bitter enemies.
What she said. Of course. Did you make friends with the townspeople then?
We tried our best. I gotta admit, you charmed them pretty well with your lies and deceit.
More like with our creativity.
I'm inclined to agree with Gris.
Gris? The Fae won't give us her true name. Real suspicious if you asked.
You're the one running around with bombs up your sleeves.
Only because you didn't manage to steal them yourself.
That's what you think.
What? Now, could we... If you stole something from me, I'll blow you to smithereens, you overgrown twig.
I'd like to see you try.
Alright, get over here. If you start a brawl, I'm kicking you both out. And how exactly are you gonna do that? By temporarily hiring Quasar as security. Now sit back down. Fine.
Buzzkill.
Watch it, or you'll have to start making your drinks yourself.
Can I use your nook?
No.
Could I get my story now?
Of course,
Picture this. We arrived as curious tourists, looking for nothing more than a few relaxing hours in Fasoa's most idyllic town.
It seems as if you're skipping over the parts where you tried to run off at least 15 times on the way there.
I was merely scouting the area. It's adventuring 101.
For sure.
It's how I was able to tell you that the colorful spiral patterns on the town's cobblestones before we even arrived. And, as if that wasn't fun enough, they were holding a carnival.
It was pretty cool, I gotta say. They had a Ferris wheel and everything.
Did you ride it?
I wanted to.
They also had a great knife-throwing booth. I won so many trinkets, like this one.
What did they get? Aw, that's cute. Is that like a half-eaten cookie?
I think you should have it.
I'll find a good place for it, thank you.
Oh, I also want an iridescent cocktail mixing set. Maybe you could show me how to use it?
Another time, maybe.
Don't keep me waiting too long.
What was your favorite part, Quasar? Hard to choose. It was all very overwhelming, exciting, colorful. Overwhelming. New. I'd never been to a carnival before.
Did they not have them in Mago Kraki?
They do. Anyhow, I quite liked the floating bubbles and the endless mirror maze, but my favorite was the creep station. They even had some Mago Kraki delicacies. Those I did know.
Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Weird, but kinda tasty.
The stall was run by the local baker, and we took the opportunity to rope him into a conversation about our case. Apparently, the thief had recently started cutting small panels of wood out of people's walls.
And if you hadn't started preaching about Cassiopeia, we would have found out more.
They were struggling. I merely thought they could use some light.
They can light a torch. We were trying to avoid attention, and then everyone was listening to this guy's sermon. But it did give me an idea. What if instead of trying to find the thief, we lured them to us?
How'd you do that?
By using my Leviathan-given gifts for some remodeling. You know, by creating a pattern of colorful cobblestones that'll conveniently lead into an empty alley.
Seems a bit convoluted. Smart.
Obviously, I needed to make a scene to get our hidden culprit to look down, so I made the ground rumble as the colors bled a turquoise serpent. And then someone elbowed me.
You were clearly up to shenanigans.
Yeah, great ones.
Not sure I call near fatalities great.
That was your fault.
Fatalities?
You see, when she elbowed me, the spell got a little bit out of control.
A shockwave went through the entire town square, and the Ferris wheel collapsed. Collapsed?
The wheel was clearly flimsy, okay?
The only reason no one got hurt was because Vey reacted so quickly.
Vey?
She's a wizard who was traveling with a party of adventurers. They were passing through Zenith on their research trip.
She's doing her PhD on something boring like alleged gnome civilizations on Boreas.
That's super interesting. You're just being petty. As soon as the wheel collapsed, we ran towards it.
You ran. I was dragged.
The wizard had managed to magically catch everyone that would have otherwise fallen.
Show off.
Agreed. She saved people's lives. Lives that you endangered because you wanted to show off.
If you hadn't broken my concentration, nothing would have happened.
How was I supposed to know you'd suck at magic?
You could have minded your own business.
Aw, good night. Rest well, Artie. And have a good, like, is that commission work? I hope it goes well. Who should we side with? You could have minded your own business. That's true. I think Gris is right. You could have asked them what they were doing before elbowing them. Especially if you had no idea what you were interrupting. Hey, I thought they might hurt someone, and I was right. They almost did. You did contribute to it a little. So hungry, have a good dinner. Oh, maybe, but not more than Gris, so it's definitely their fault. I think it's the fault of the missing screws, actually. That definitely was a part of it. Someone stole a bunch of screws out of the wheel, made it very susceptible to being knocked over by a spell.
Weird thing to steal, if I were a thief.
You are.
If I were a thief in Zenith, I'd go with the flowers instead. They have such an incredible variety. We saw snapdragons, which were certainly good omens for our path of trickery. There were so many clary sage that it was no wonder the whole place felt so charming. The giant sunflowers that just oozed optimism. They can also represent loyalty, you know.
Would you give us a break? You already talked about all this on the way back.
Flowers speak their own language. They're far easier to understand than people. I'm sure if you asked them what they thought of you, they'd tell you to lighten up.
If the flowers speak your language, I have no interest in learning it.
Whatever. Hime, what's your favorite flower?
I like daisies actually, but I also like sunflowers. What do zinnias look like? Zinnia. Oh, zinnias are cute too, but I'll go with my first instinct. They seem unremarkable and mundane at first, but they can endure a lot. Even through hardship, they continue to bloom. I like that sometimes that can be enough.
Good choice.
So back to the topic at hand. Because of your stunt, those amateur adventurers wanted to get us arrested.
Unfortunately for them, we managed to sneak away while Una was making them count the screws. Just thinking about all of this is making me bored. I think I need a drink to wake me up. Maybe something icy cold would do the trick. Something that reminds me I'm lucky to be here despite General Screwsloose and Detective Burdock. You know, as a morale booster.
Detective what?
I guess it'll be a cutting insult if you knew anything about flowers.
I don't have the right flowers on hand to underline your point, but I'll see what I can do about that drink. We did have a flower drink, right? That came in recently. Was it this one? Cold, fruity. I think they'll like this. We used this quite a bit for it. Oh, we finally have one that just brings this up by one.
Let's go.
Night night, Artie. Take care as well. Thank you for the hydrate. It'll be a shame not to try the new recipe.
This is really good. Kind of reminds me of the atmosphere at the carnival. Or just Zenith's atmosphere in general. I wonder what the town's like without flimsy Ferris wheels. This definitely earns you more of our story. Needing a fresh approach, I quickly won us a fake monster hunting badge at the knife throwing booth. Then I grabbed Mr. Should we get another creep? And we checked on that kid mentioned in the quest.
Glad to hear you were having fun while we were all fixing what you broke.
Boo-hoo! With our newly found credentials, we introduce ourselves to him as monster hunters set to investigate the poor kid's fears.
Good con. Is it a con if we were actually there to help?
Don't ruin it.
The boy was in his living room hiding in a blanket fort that his parents had built for him.
Apparently, the monster had stolen his favorite toy brick dragon, so he no longer felt safe in his own room.
Said monster only came out at night when he was alone and he was too scared to face it. I expected his parents to be skeptical at the very least, but instead they just asked us to help him. They were very patient and understanding of his fears.
Kids should still be taken seriously. He trusted them enough to share his fears with them. Even if the monster wasn't real this time, there might be another one in the future. They want him to know that he can go to them for help anytime. And Xbox, nice to see you.
That's quite sweet.
So what's going on is we are at a bar. We are running this, what's it called? Drowsy Dragon Tavern. And these three adventurers just came back from an adventure in Zenith, a distant town. They're telling us about how they were trying to solve some of the town's mysteries, including this boy who we're talking about, who talked about a monster that comes out only at night and has been scaring him, and he's been petrified with fear.
Regardless, we thought it was safer to have the three of them stay with their neighbor's uncle, the baker. I was contemplating what to do next when Gris said that they had a plan, unfortunately.
Hey, it was a good plan.
It was a plan, yes.
We've decided to pose as the sleeping child. For bait, we set up a trail of screws and loose pieces of wood I found at the carnival leading into the center of the child's bedroom. We even opened up the window for easy entry. And then, as the sun slowly set, with no sign of anyone coming to arrest us,
we pretended to be asleep.
Did the bed even fit both of you?
Well enough.
Barely, but it was comfortable. I almost dozed off.
I was planning on just letting them take a nap when I heard it. Creaking floorboards, tiny tapping noises, this repetitive scraping sound.
Stealthily, we peeked over the bed frame and saw
a tiny creature, humanoid in shape with 6 arms, a massive coat, and a top hat that covered half its face. The hat was infused with a single red gemstone in the center.
That sounds terrifying.
It was dragging the screws over one by one and storing them under the bed. Suddenly, it looked up, staring right at us through the gemstone, that I realized it was one very strange eye. It froze for a moment, then the gem began to glow, distorting the air around it, filling the room with multiple hypnotic patterns. I started to feel dizzy and so incredibly tired, as if something was pulling my consciousness far away. So in a moment of panic, He pulled down my hat, covering my eyes. I was acting on instinct.
Yeah, well, I tried to ask what weird visions Cassiopeia was sending him, but there was no response. Instead, all I heard was someone standing up from the bed and walking towards the window. Then there was a strange buzzing sound that kept getting louder and louder, and I couldn't see anything. So I threw undo at the sound. Immediately, there was a loud crash and a squeak. Without wasting any time, I jumped up, pulled my hat off, and put it over the creature, trapping it in place. I spotted Quasar with one foot on the windowsill and quickly tackled him to the floor before he could do anything stupid. Or I tried to, at least. Dude's heavy.
The charm had already worn off.
You were still looking ominous.
I was distracted by the stars reflecting in the solid blue stones below. It was like waking up from a deep slumber.
Did you see anything while the magic was affecting you?
No. Yes, maybe. I saw a starless beach. It was impossibly dark and...
You were all alone?
No, my family was there, I think. So, yes, somewhat alone, I suppose.
Obviously, I didn't want him to get caught under another spell, so I used some of the Clary Sage I pocketed earlier to make an impromptu anti-charm eye cream. I learned how to make it in the Primordial Sea from some siren witches.
I didn't really want to rub flowers in my eyes, but who am I to complain about divine methods?
You love to complain, but it worked!
We approached the hat as we lifted it, and the creature lunged at us. Gris's familiar restrained it. We tried talking to the unfamiliar critter before realizing it didn't speak or understand any languages known to us.
But that was hardly the problem. I simply asked Quasar to get us some of that starlight he was staring at earlier.
I summoned a small astral star into the palm of my hand, illuminating the dark room.
The creature immediately stopped struggling. It was like the light had some sort of calming effect on it.
It also threw massive shadows on the walls, which Gris used to perform a shadow theater show. Apparently that's the best way to communicate with strangers.
Turns out it was pretty good as shadow puppets. We learned it was building a home under the floorboards before the kids' bed. We found a bunch of stuff stolen from around the house, rearranged into a cozy abode for multiple wee people. Tiny bedrooms, a living room with improvised vases, even a setup for playing board games. Honestly, it should have considered a career as an interior decorator. I was about to ask why it done all that when suddenly there was a loud knock on the front door.
Was it the creature's giant friends? Was it the guards?
No, just a snitch. Una.
I saw a massive magical light shining from the kids' room and assumed it was probably where I'd find Cassiopeia's favorite glow stick. You see, while they were busy napping, Vay's party and I managed to lure the other creatures into a trap.
By stealing my plant to change the cobblestones.
Psh, we merely recycled it. But we didn't need to play shadow puppets with them. Gideon has a knack for telepathy, so it was much easier for us. Also, Nemesis promised he'd teach them sign language sometime.
Sounds like you made some friends.
Maybe. Who knows? Turns out the creatures didn't know why they were doing anything either. They didn't even know where they came from or what they were. Suddenly, they were just there, carving dark spaces and shiny objects with the urge to build themselves a home. I mean, they had to live somewhere.
Hi, Toya. Welcome in. Thank you for claiming your bunny biscuit. Why did they change the cobblestone colors?
They were bored. Well, they were so scared to be seen by anyone, but also wanted to be seen for people to know they exist, you know? So that translated into mischief.
For those who just came in, welcome. We are playing Tavern Talk 2, which is a lovely visual novel sim where we run this tavern, and they're telling us about their adventures. So they are talking about an adventure they just had at a distant town called Zenith, where they were trying to catch some creatures that were disturbing the townspeople, to say the least.
Can't blame them for that.
Obviously, they couldn't just keep living on their people's floorboards or hypnotizing anyone that tried to kick them out, so...
You told them they could stay with you? You evicted them?
No, don't be heartless. We wanted to help. When she boasted to us about their findings, I thought perhaps they need some guidance.
Like from a temple?
No, not everyone needs to find light when they're lost. I remember Una's friends were planning to journey to Boreas to study a rumored community of gnomes. Gnomes are very small and talented builders. Maybe they could help these new creatures find their footing in this world. They were gonna bring the little creatures to other little creatures? That's so funny.
Not a bad idea,
right?
It wasn't the worst of ideas, so we went ahead and pitched it to the group. But the creatures were hesitant.
Turns out they also stole a bunch of parts from Vay's ship, and they were afraid it wouldn't last the journey.
No worries on that front, though. We simply fixed it. Dustfather was surprisingly helpful. Our ministry owes a lot of ships for mission trips. When I first started out at the Order, I spent a lot of time doing bad repair work. It wasn't that bad. You can boast a little. So they were downsizing their residence. I suppose. But they were already small to begin with. They were making little homes under people's floorboards and under their beds and stuff. So they were already miniature size. I'm guessing the gnomes, if they are of a similar size, it would just be the same, maybe? I worked hard to improve. I did enjoy that your definition of repair included a new cannon. You can never have too much firepower. I'm inclined to agree. Of course, Gris didn't bother to help, and once we were all done with the repairs and improvements, they were all gone. Previously, we knew this character as Rune, but now they've dubbed them Gris, and we still don't know their real name. They're just this mysterious, suspicious character. I went back to the kids' house to clean up our mess by myself, which is where I found Gris. Practicing building a blanket fort, stealing their silverware? No, telling bedtime stories to the kid. Oh, that's so cute.
Not bedtime stories, urban legends. We rebuilt his toy brick dragon, and I told him I'd summon a powerful guardian of Leviathan into it to protect the dark spaces in his room from monsters.
Can you do that? No.
You don't know that. Maybe I'm specialer than you.
You wish.
Anyway, then we had to head back here to keep Quasar's promise to you or whatever.
And Una helped you find your way back?
How nice of her.
No, I planned to join the adventurers on their ship, but just before they left, I realized my transponder cuff broke. Or someone broke it.
Gris?
Precisely.
Urban legends so peak. Do you guys have a favorite urban legend?
I didn't do anything.
That I can prove. Yet.
Maybe your weird cuff just broke by itself. What's the big deal anyway?
The big deal? This thing is what keeps me anchored to this plane. Every time the astral currents try to grab me and sweep me back to the astral seas against my will, the modified garnets pull me back to my home base instead.
Home base?
The dazzling drowsy dragon. She has a whole workshop set up upstairs with a giant machine hooked up to my water and heating systems. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it only works when I'm connected to it by the cuff. Otherwise, I might lose another arm. Astral currents are unpredictable. Una has come from the astral sea, as you might derive from this, so sometimes they try to bring her back forcefully, but she's been fighting against it. And if I get pulled back now, I'd be trapped in the astral sea again. Dragons know when I get another chance to return to Gaia. But the astral sea is a beautiful place. Not if you can't leave. Base party was my chance to get out, see the world, explore a hidden island I never get to see again. But no, instead I have to fix my fail-safe and hope I meet another group who will want me around. I want you around. I know, thanks. Whatever, it's fine, I'll fix it. I just hate that I had to walk all the way back here with these losers. At least we got to take a nap break. Did you also encounter the fog? I'm pretty sure everyone did, Hime. So the fog that's going on outside actually affected the whole town that we were in the previous chapter. It knocked us all out. Most of us were out for maybe 36 hours. Some of the others woke up in the halfway point. No one really knows what it is still. So we're still figuring that out too. We passed out like babies, but luckily everyone else did too. So no one, including Gris, could rob us.
Definitely put a dent in the day.
It was certainly a hazard. Once we woke up, we encountered a lot of confused, scared people. Of course, this guy made sure to help everyone. What other option was there?
None.
Ah, you're not wrong. It felt good to help out.
You didn't have to help everybody.
Yes, I did. I'm a paladin. It's my duty.
You're mostly a...
Hey, what was that? How are you doing that?
It's just a simple spell to keep the age rating people off my back. I came up with it myself.
Cool.
Can you teach me? Oh my gosh, they have the censorship on this like in the Amazing Digital Circus.
Please don't.
I'll think about it. I'll try to be patient.
I found the nap refreshing, to be honest. Made Gris a bit useless, though. They kept staring off into space.
Things were weird after the fog, don't you think?
A little weird. I mean, it knocked us out. That itself was strange.
Sure, but even after that, it looked like the world around us kept shifting, you know? The trees became larger, the leaves brighter, the air smelled like syrup so sweet my teeth hurt.
Sounds a little like Avalon. The realm of dreams is intense, according to legend.
Yes.
Isn't that where your sneaky ass is from? I feel like you mentioned something about the Ferris wheels withstanding tremors in the realm of Fae. Wasn't it nice getting a taste of home? It's so difficult to reach after all.
No, I traveled really far to get away from home.
Is that why you're so intent on keeping up the pace on our way back?
Maybe. I thought I kept seeing... Never mind. But yes, obviously, I didn't want to get trapped in that cursed hallucination.
I get that. Not being able to leave a place is horrifying. Why did you leave?
For the longest time, I couldn't. You can't really plane hop all that easily, you know. But I couldn't even explore my hometown, not without feeling like a prison anyway. Whenever I get a taste of freedom, I'd end up coming back. No one tells you there's another choice. So you just keep bearing it and bearing it and bearing it. Eventually, I realized I didn't have to. I could just walk away.
And go where?
Anywhere. Anywhere else.
See everything, huh?
Be free. I didn't like the feeling like I was back there that I might not be able to get away this time.
Maybe you should have shared your fears. Your traveling companions could have helped you make it out if you really ended up trapped again. Or at the very least, you wouldn't have to be alone with all that fear.
How would that have helped?
Fear needs a place to go. If you don't let it out, you just trap it inside yourself, and then you can't get rid of it.
But I can't just leave it behind where I found it.
If you never say it out loud, how's it supposed to leave?
I never thought about it that way.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Gris, did I make you feel like you couldn't leave all those times you kept trying to run away?
I mean, you wanted to arrest me. That's confinement 101.
You did commit a crime.
You just think I did.
Conspiracy, Your Honor?
Exactly.
I see. I'm sorry. I got a bit caught up in the paranoia of it all, of making sure you wouldn't hurt anyone.
I'm not trying to hurt anyone.
I know, and you made some good decisions in Zenith, even when I wasn't around. In any case, you should have been free to make bad ones too, I suppose. You just think I did, son? He straight up stole something the first time they met, and then this paladin was just on his ass the entire time after that, making sure that he wouldn't steal again. I apologize about the constant surveillance.
No, screw you.
Oh, you apologized? Don't make me repeat it.
Thanks. So,
He didn't know how to react. You're free to go. Just stop stealing in front of me, idiot.
Got it. I'm gonna go check out that bakery at the port. I heard they have some great plum cakes.
Have fun.
Okay.
Aw. I think that was an invitation. An invitation? To go along with them? Oh, I'm not sure it was, but I shall go ask. Just in case. So cute. Dragons, they're so dense. And yet they solved the quest. With my help. And your sabotage. And your friend's help. Could have been friends. Now the hypnotic creatures are befriending them and I'm back to square one. Square two, at least. You know how to fix the cuffs just fine. Then you can get back out there. I just feel like it would have been too dangerous anyway, you know? The cuff would have broken eventually. Or that they would have had to be extra careful around me. That would have soured the mood. It's just so unfair. They can't just go and I'm stuck here. We're all stuck here. We are. I like being here though. I like being here too. It's just I'd love to see the world as well. Would a drink make this any easier? Oh, you just get me. Hit me with something that'll help me defend myself from stupid Fae breaking my beautiful creations in the future. Or from that astral currents that they'll eventually have to... wrestle. Stealing is fine if not in front of the police. Seems like we could use a little bit more of a hopeful attitude about our future as well. Do your worst to convince me. Hope. Okay, so this is where the bulk of the so-called gameplay is, where we just have to mix a drink in accordance to what they want. They wanted hopeful attitude, right? Hope. Oh, this one has hope. Should be this one. Northern Brawler. I remember how to make this. It's just a 3 concoctor, if I'm not wrong. Now that we have a more vast collection of potions, we can get the drinks up much quicker. Ta-da! Northern Brawler. Suits her, doesn't it? With the colors and all. So, feeling convinced? I wish I could be down in the dumps about this, but this is delicious. Hey, at least I got to see a pretty cool carnival. And I fixed the whole Ferris wheel. It was actually my first time seeing one. Don't tell Dumb and Dumber. When's the last time you went to a carnival? Me? Realistically, I don't know actually. Does a pasa malam count? Even then, I can't remember when was the last one I went to. Let's just go with 2 years ago. I went with Miriam and another friend. They invited me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go or whether I'd be too exhausted to enjoy it. But I saved up all my metaphorical spoons and literal knives for throwing, not crime, so I could go with them. It was beautiful and dazzling and overwhelming. I had fun, but by the end of it, I was so exhausted I slept for 3 days straight. There was one in March, but didn't seem worth it in the end. But didn't you just say you had fun? I did. But I feel like I held my friends back, like I dragged them down, you know? I think your friends asked you to join because they wanted you there with them. I'm sure it's a cherished memory for both. I hope so. Nowadays, it feels like things that are just too much for me. I can't handle that much time outside anymore. Girl, me and you both. Honestly, I think I had a pretty overwhelming past 2 weekends as well. Just the constant going out, the being around lots of people. But I'm determined not to exhaust myself this weekend. I get it. I'll bring you some cotton candy next time, okay? I love cotton candy. How about a miniature Ferris wheel instead? Now you're getting demanding. I like it. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Una. Anytime. Just make sure you're always here when I return, okay? Would hate to be locked out. I'll get you a spare key. As you should. I'm gonna go fix my cuff now. Oh, if I see Gris again, I'll blow them up. Make sure I get a good view. Got it. Una lives upstairs. She helped us to fix up this place, so we've kind of just let her stay with us. Oh man, we got so many rumors that we need to put together. Fog putting us to sleep. Fog. Maybe this? It kind of looks like it belongs together. Dennis, little creatures. Lava leech? I feel like the lava leech one is probably together. I can't create a quest. Oh, what? I thought that I could. Well, no hints for us then. We haven't been able to make a quest with our rumors in a while. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9:15. That's so fast. Time flies when we're having fun, guys. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you. I wonder what kind of stories we'll have to listen to next. I'm still wondering who are the next 2 NPCs that we haven't unlocked. Chapter VII, or Chapter 7, A Privilege to Remember, 45 of the Dreaming Moon. If you have any questions about the game, please feel free to ask, by the way. Oh, Aegis! He is the most difficult for me to voice, but I enjoy it. Good day, Hime. Do you mind if I take a break here? Please, sit. What's got you down? Work? That, life, everything. That weird fog thing's been putting everyone on edge. At least it's not eating people, but the bar to clear. We're still waiting on our delivery from Villalobos. We used their swamp cabbages in our famous stir fry. Meanwhile, people keep asking me to take away their nightmares, but I don't know how. I might be able to come up with something eventually, but I've been so spent after my shifts, I don't know if I even have the energy. How about we focus on getting your strength back first, so you can help people after? That's why I'm here. I know here with you I can finally breathe. What drink can I get you? Something that'll give me the courage to go back to work tomorrow. Boy, I need that. Maybe it can also help convince people not to burn down the lobster when they hear the shipment still hasn't arrived, as well as inspire me to come up with a placeholder dish. I'll do my best. I think we have just the thing, actually. Inspiring, hopeful, courage. Should be this one. Alright. We gotta bring all these stats up. That one that just brings down. Oh. Yahoo! Voyager's Dream. Let's go. This is such a nice chalice too. I hope this can inspire you to feel a little bit better at least. I feel like I could come up with 10 new dishes and a ballad along with them. Oh, new character!
Welcome to my tavern, traveler. What kind of voice would they have? Can I interest you in a drink? Oh. They got a condescending sound to them. Are they any good?
But
I sure hope so. Not sure, are they, Aegis?
the best.
Are you craving something in particular?
Anything that has a strong flavor sounds good. Make it spicy or sweet, I don't care. As long as it'll numb my taste buds.
Alright, and who's this order from?
Doesn't matter.
Very well, mysterious traveler. Coming right up. They're kind of rude, aren't they? Well, anyway, I guess it's not really... What did they say? Something that'll numb their taste buds? Spicy or sweet, they don't care. Although there's cinnamon spice in this one. I don't think we really have anything... Oh, we do have sweet. But it's not as nonchalant, I feel, this one. Let's go with this. Alright, how do we make this again? We'll get there, we'll get there. Alright, I remember. It's the bunny constellation. There you go. A drink that'll numb you with its deliciousness, I hope.
This is surprisingly good.
Thank you.
There are many customers here, usually that's a bad sign.
And yet, here you are.
It was just the first tavern I saw after leaving the Wadden Sea.
It's probably a good thing you left. I heard there's a hungry lugworm on the loose.
Not anymore. I took care of that. Almost electrocuted a tourist in the process, but he ended up fine. Excuse me, by any chance are you the Aquila Delphine? Yeah. Dragons, I could have never dreamed of meeting you. All the stories I've heard say, are any of them true? Did you really defeat a mummy single-handedly? Does your javelin teleport or cast lightning? Which one is true? Both, I guess. Whoa, I can't believe it!
This is like the most nonchalant person and the most chalant person I've seen in this game coming together. What a fun dynamic.
Whoa, I can't believe it! Oh, I've got to tell my ma about this time next time she's in town. Could I maybe get an autograph? I think that would convince her that I met the real Aquila Delphine. Just Delphi is fine. Delphi, of course! So cool! No worries, I'm cool.
I'm honored to have you here, Delphi. I hope the drowsy dragon will provide a warm break from giant worms and the risk of electrocution.
Let's hope so. It's at least cozy enough to merit the potion that unlucky tourist gave me. Here.
How cool.
I bet life's crazy for you right now. Are you investigating the fog? Are you going to fight it? I don't care about the fog. Also, fight it how? It's a cloud.
It did make everyone mysteriously fall asleep, and it doesn't seem to be going away. Is it bad like this outside of town?
Yup, it's everywhere. People must be terrified. They always are. Hungry wildfire badgers, volcano creatures, Magakaki spies, something's always going on. A fog that gives everyone a good night's sleep should be the least of our worries. Volcanic creatures? Like volcanic that attack people? No, like creatures in volcanic environments. The vampire castle by the burning peaks has been swarming with more hungry monsters than usual lately.
Oh, we have some rumors about that. Please give us a rumor so we can put up a quest.
They've been attacking the nearby village, so the villagers now feel the vampire's wrath, the usual.
Did they ask you for help?
Everyone asks me for help, but
You only have 2 hands?
Do you need a third and fourth hand, maybe? What I'm asking is, do you need an assistant by any chance? Oh, you're actually serious? Of course I am! Props to your dedication or delusion, whatever it may be.
They're so funny.
You mentioned your ma. I'm guessing you care about her. Obviously, I deeply care about her and Pa, and don't you have a life worth living? I don't take applications. That's alright, you just seem a bit overworked, is all. Comes with any occupation. Tell me about it, our kitchen almost ran out of sugar today. Oh! Who's this? Another new face! Why does he have his whole titty out, guys? Like, cover it up, bro. What? We're just sitting there. Titty out, but covered everywhere else. Bro. I need some time.
Today's my lucky day.
I'm not a harbinger of luck.
What are you harboring?
Death.
Are you going to kill me?
No, why would I?
It's good to see two new faces here today. Was I featured in a local Barkham newspaper without my knowledge?
I cannot say. I prefer to get my news from the whispers of my dreams.
Well, alrighty then.
I was told to come here by my friend. This is where we are to meet. I'm Kane. Kane Radusha.
Ah, Kane! This is Kia's friend. Oh, I've heard about you. You must be waiting for Kia, right? She mentioned you and your incredible quark ball recipe.
It's a favorite. Making it for her every once in a while fills me with the joy of living.
Her too, it seems.
What is your name and your favorite recipe?
My name's Hime. And my favorite recipe is whatever makes my patrons happy.
What makes you happy?
Tavern keeping, I suppose. I quite love my tavern. Just spending time here is very fulfilling.
It's nice that ever so slightly changing view doesn't bother you. Rude. I like it.
They get along just fine, huh?
It was not meant as an insult. The view is nice. It would get boring for me after a while, though. The world just has so much to offer. That's why I'm happy for Hime. She's satisfied with her quiet life and the view from their little window.
To tell you the truth, there were times when I desperately wanted to explore the world around me. But some people are made for adventuring, and some are not. And I've come to peace with that. I get to listen to other people's stories, and I'd aid them on their adventures with my drinks. That's a good compromise for me, and the stunning view is just a bonus. Could I interest you in one of my drinks?
Yes. You serve something that can make me feel alive. Something like a scorching hot claw. Scorching hot like the claws of death.
What the?
Aren't they cold?
No.
Or something icy cold like a brother's heart. I'm torn.
May I surprise you with one of my creations? I'll pick a good one.
Feel free.
Something ice. I don't think we have anything scorching hot. But we do have something that is icy cold. This one. Which is new. Let's give it a go, shall we? We gotta push back quite a bit on the... No, that's not the right one. Eh? How'd I move it up again? That must have gone like a tad too much. Oh no, I have to pour everything out. Hold on. I think I got the first one wrong. But this one was definitely the right step. And I have no choice but to use this. Okay, we are slowly getting there. Yay! That's a very pink drink. I like it. I want to try these drinks that they concoct. I really wonder how they taste like, you know? Magical potions. Deliciousness on ice.
My whole body feels much cooler now. Thanks. It'll come in handy on my next quest.
What's next on your agenda?
First up, meet up with Vin. After that, follow Tuat's voice.
Tuat?
I think your drink made him lose it. Remind me to never order that one. The Dragon of Death keeps talking to me in my dreams, but I have not yet become fluent in his language. Or ominous images. So Hime's drink did not just make me lose it. If that is the way I am, I assume it's Tuat's fault.
Sounds kind of like when your ma would give you cryptic instructions as a child, but you know she was going to be mad, no matter what you did.
Kind of.
Is there anything you are able to understand from his words?
I think he wants me to locate a necromancer for him. Someone who's been daring to interfere with Death's rightful cycle. Everything else is just a wild mess. Fragments, colors, sometimes emotions. If you want to, how about you share some of those fragments with us? Maybe we can help make sense of them. He shows me pain, people, red, purple, darkness, lightning everywhere. Something blurs my vision, steam perhaps. It glows, it changes, everything changes. In the distance, there are buildings, a village or a city, a person obscured, their face reflected in pools of swirling water. Their eyes burn into me, but I can't remember what color they are. That's it. That's artistic. Let me try to make sense of it. The red might be blood, the purple, paint maybe? An evil painter. And steam like fog, like our mysterious fog. And a water by the village, right? Maybe Borkum? I don't know what to answer for this. We'll just go with this. That's why he made sure you came here. Maybe our dreams are showing you a city drenched in fog. So the necromancer is hiding here. Spilling blood, fog, paint. Not 100% about the paint, but close enough. I shall look for them and stop them. Will you kill them? Yes. Wow, okay. A bit harsh. For crimes against death, you must pay with your life. Have you ever fought a necromancer before? No. How are you planning on fighting this one? With my weapons. Recklessness will only harm you. So will apathy. Tuat will guide me. How are you so sure of that? Because his voice is the only thing I can hold on to. You don't even understand what he's saying. Whose voice would you follow then? My own. I think what Delphi means is you should go into the fight well prepared so you can win. I speak for myself. For sure, but you have just as much emotional awareness as a barnacle. I appreciate your concern, Delphi. What's your name, Ratman? I hear the necromancers are dead. Gorgeous. Aha, aha. I'm Aegis. I'm happy to make both of your acquaintances. You seem like experienced adventurers. I'm retired. If you count trying out foreign spices, a well-versed knowledge of various spices is a real quality of life improvement. Oh, Kia's here. Welcome back, Kia. That's my rebirthday boy. Hi, Vin. How are you feeling today? Excited for your super cool and magnificent once-in-a-lifetime celebration? Oh, are we all celebrating? You see, I see you've gathered some people here, Hime, so very fitting for the occasion. I'm not. Don't worry, it's no problem if you didn't get a present. Right. I just met these three. They're nice. Told you so. This is Delphi. She, they... Use whatever, I don't care. They don't have much of a way of words, but they have a good intention. Sup? And this is Aegis. He's good with words and visions. Hi, Gaius. Aegis. Aggie. Hi, Kia. Kane, I got you a little something. I tried my very best and even crossed an endless steppe for you. Here, this is for you, Kane. Happy first re-birthday. For your very own piece of dragon jewelry. Cute and a bit blasphemous. I love its silly facial expression. But I suppose it would look the same if my own foot was stuck between my teeth. Exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Vin. I also got you something. Huh? But it's your day today. You should keep your best present for my grand 200th. I'm not waiting 6 years. I appreciate you now. I would be lost without our friendship. Oh. It's a Cereria lapidus. The petals look naturally fossilized. I've heard it's a bit moody and tricky to take care of, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. No flower's too moody for me. I'll take good care of it, you nerd. Now, I just need a name for it. How about... Plantiago? Planthony? Both very cute names. I like how you think, Hime. I'll ask what it thinks about the name later. Plans tend to be more honest and private. But first, let's get a round of cold and sparkly drinks for everybody. What can I get you? Kane, you should go first. I'll pass this round. Instead, I'd like to give you something, Hime. Kabu! Hello! How are you, my friend? Long time no see. Oh my god. Losing all 20,000 marshmallows? I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not sure you're grasping this whole birthday concept. During our travels, we met another one of your kind. A follower of Gaia? An innkeeper. His name is Quincy. Quincy? Ooh. He spoke with a great wisdom and entrusted me with a recipe. It has since become my favorite drink. I'll pass it on to you. You seem worthy. Thank you. I'll prove I'm worthy.
Oh, we got hot chocolate, chat. I love hot chocolate. I've been outed in my lurking by the jump game. Oh no, sorry, Dragon. Sup, Himi, it's been a while just dropping by to gamble and lurk. No problem. Have a cozy night. Feel free to lurk. No worries. And Dragon, I'm so sorry. It's all good. How are you? I'm doing... I could be better, but doing okay at the moment. Really enjoying the story that we're experiencing so far. I think it distracts me from life's troubles, if you will. Hanya, nice to see you. Also, congratulations. You are Mr. Engaged now, from what I saw. Can I have a drink now? My throat is still so dry. I might have inhaled way too much tepe dust. Makes me something with that Nashira potion. It looks so sparkly, so refreshing, so whimsical. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Let's. Nashira potion. Which one is that? That, okay, it's the pink one. Go with this then. How can we make that goes down this way? We just got hot chocolate though. I don't think it's that one. Maybe this? Dao sour. Kind of looks like we're going the right way, right? I'm not sure. Alright, there we go. Yay! Congrats! Hope it gets better for you soon. Thank you. Yeah, we all have our days. It's all good. I'm alert and go pack my bags for now. Have a good pack. Sparkling, whimsical, and most importantly, delicious. Cheers to delicious sparkles.
Is it relieving your dry throat?
Yup.
Good. What were you doing on a stepway? The nearest one's very far from here.
I was trying to grab you a present in a tomb. Almost being killed by a chimera. Making pretty friends. You know, just trying to live a little. What were you up to?
Conjuring visions.
Did you get anywhere?
Maybe. Aegis and he may have been helpful. The townsfolk less so. They speak of foreboding figures in their own dreams, a silhouette staring at them within their nightmares. I thought maybe Tuat visited them too, but they didn't dream of death. I thought that was just me. One of my regular customers complained about feeling watched in their dreams too.
I've been seeing someone in mine as well. I think maybe...
Strange. We should keep an eye on this.
Now that I think about it, a merchant in the plains told me something real similar. We thought it was a ghost haunt in the tomb.
And you still went?
Of course, no one told me it could possibly collapse.
It collapsed? Maybe consider being more careful. Unless you want to celebrate another rebirthday soon. So, what exactly are we celebrating? I might be the only one not getting it, but, what's a rebirthday?
Oh, you're funny.
Thank you. I'm trying not to be.
Don't tell me you really don't know. It's literally in the name. Even Hime knows, and she never leaves this tavern.
Well, I hate to break it to you,
but I'm not sure what it means either.
It's the date of my resurrection. I died exactly 1 year ago. My condolences. I'm still alive. That's exactly why I'm expressing condolences. You could have had your peace already.
That's cold, dude.
I'm here for a resolution. There's no chance for peace without it. I see. Happy rebirthday to you then. What kind of resolution do you seek?
The clock is crazy. What clock? Where? You shouldn't think of dark times on a day like this, you know.
It's okay, especially on a day like this. I was murdered by my brother. Why? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I thought that we were close. Now, the everlasting pain of his betrayal hurts more than a knife to my heart ever could. That's rough, buddy.
He really pulled a Zuko here.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh, man.
That's rough. There's no need to feel sorry for me. I'm here again. Tuat gave me a second chance for a reason. To find out why your brother killed you? No, that's part of my past life. Why are you avoiding any type of closure?
Don't be so negative. Why would he linger in dark memories if he got a second chance at life?
What matters now is my new purpose.
What is that purpose?
I don't know yet. Eventually, I will.
I'm sure you'll figure everything out. You've only been here a year. Don't stress yourself out too much.
Thank you, Vin. And thanks to you three as well for spending time with me.
Of course.
You know... How about we use today as an excuse to do something you've always wanted to do? Something fun.
Hi, Bob. Welcome in.
I'm content spending the day here. I wouldn't know what to wish for. Maybe another drink if you don't mind, Hime?
I've been waiting patiently for your order. What would you like this time?
Your co-creation was delicious. I'd like to try one of your hot offerings now.
Got it. Hot offering. What do we have that's hot? This is hot. Cold, fruity, cold, hot coca. Should we do this? Hot tea, maybe? He did say he liked the hot chocolate, though. I guess that could work, right? Okay. I guess any that's hot will do. I hope. Okay, it's my first time making this, so I'm trying to figure it out. What brings it one step down? Oh. That looks pretty good. One more step down. One step up. Yay! Got it. Oh! Oh, we got this one as well. Ah, this one must go up. 잠깐만. What did I do wrong? Ah, yeah, I have seen Valhalla. It's a classic. Let me try again. I think I got it wrong. That right? Okay, we got it. Hot chocolate. I could do some hot chocolate before bed too. Ta-da! My favorite birthday special. Hope you like it.
I like it. I've warmed up again. Are you sure this is all you want for your rebirthday? Don't be shy. I basically know half the town, and even without them, I can make all sorts of things happen.
Hot chocolate, yeah. 里面的那炸 game, really? Milo, sounds so good right now.
I haven't seen fireworks in a long time. I like how they light up the sky in all the colors of your heart, like someone collecting all their strength in an otherwise hopeless situation right before they take their last breath.
Girl, what? You could at least think about it a little less doomsy. Everything we talk about with this guy turns to death. Also, a new gacha called Ananta. Oh, hiya. How's your day, Yapper?
That's beautiful.
Let's go then. You can do it, Aegis, right?
I can figure it out. What could go wrong?
The MC has an actual personality. Ayo. Don't forget to paint me a picture. Come on, Kane. Let's make this the best rebirthday ever.
Delphi, do you want to come join us? No, I'm not one for festivities. Very well then. Feel free to join us later if you change your mind. Thank you for your hospitality, Hime.
Enjoy your party. Ah, I had a running. Ah, I see. Must be tired. How's stream been? Stream has been cozy, I guess. We've just been going through this visual novel game called Tavern Talk 2. I really enjoy it. They tell us about their grand adventures, and it's D&D inspired, so you do hear about some really cool stories. What? Are you sure you don't want to go with them?
Yes.
Would you like a drink then?
Sure. Anything that'll make me feel less like this. Maybe something hot and sweet. I miss the feeling of eating fudge in a hot spring, feeling everything that's wrong with the world melt away.
Sounds like what you need is a hot chocolate with a dash of caramel.
I'll take one.
Aww, they want a hot chocolate too. We're out here dishing hot chocolates like nothing today. Let's get them out. Milo is always the solution, guys. We did a good job previously. Let's go. I would not want hot chocolate in this weather. Well, it's raining in our story here. A hug in a mug for a bug?
I feel like a comforted bug floating on a gentle ocean wave. Thank you.
So... would you like to just stay here for a while?
Yeah.
Alright. Aw, Aquila just needs the... I would crave hot chocolate in this weather. It's cold here still. How cold? Oh, Kane's back.
You want to talk about it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you want to just talking in general? Do you mind just talking in general?
I don't know. 15 today? Wow, that's cold. What is this? Agus and Vince found a giant cheese wheel in a rat stream. They're teaching him to ride it around town now. That sounds so fun.
I hope Vin can resist eating the whole thing before sunrise. She's a cheese fiend. Or would be if a fiend liked cheese instead of reaping the souls of the innocent. You know her well. I've only known her for 10 full moons, but it feels like she's known my heart for eternity. Of course, she's not in my heart physically, it's too small. And metaphorically, she's only been in it for a very short time. Short in comparison to how long you've lived. Short for how long she'll be in it. For now, we're still in the phase of unraveling each other's mysteries.
Kia has mysteries.
She holds many secrets in her depths, but she usually walks away before people can figure it out. Really? It seemed more like she was walking toward us, intensely so. Only for a little bit. Vin can get along with everyone, but she has a hard time staying still. We rarely stay anywhere for very long.
Does that bother you? Weather's starting to warm up soon. Ah! Hope that you have a better time with the weather in spring. The mug is so cute, right? I want a mug like that. And so are my allergies. Oh no! Time to stock up on, what's those things? That antihistamines?
I'm not sure where my own path is headed, so I don't mind following her shadow for now. Tuat will send me a sign if he requires me to set an anchor. Though I sometimes question if I should give him more time to make up his mind. Wait until he gets a feeling of the terrain and whether or not it's contaminated with undeath. But Vin would rather move on to the next place where life still feels new and unending. She doesn't want to be the last person waiting. Do you think she'll ever leave you behind? No, she's my friend. Friends can leave too. Someone with your backstory should know that. My heart feels heavy when I think about my brother. Heavier than hearts already are. But I can't let that make me run first. Why not? You seem to have the stats to be a fast runner.
You look like you could run!
I do, but I don't want to be someone who abandons people. I know what it feels like.
I wear 3 layers every day. Ayo. Miss my family, lost them to the snow. Oh no! She's perma-summer, perma-hot, perma-sweat, perma-humidity, perma-suffering. Once you acclimatize to it, it's not that bad. You just need to get used to it. Though it is getting hotter, it feels like.
You know, when I first woke up after I'd been embraced by the mist of death, it felt like dying all over again. Realizing what had happened, realizing I didn't survive, but that I came back. Oh no, he's shaking. Suddenly being connected to something so divine and yet dead, while all my other connections have been irreversibly severed. It felt like the world had ended only for me, while everyone else just kept going like nothing had changed.
Oh, this poor man is traumatized!
But there was someone who saw me in the rubble and offered me a hand. Who cleaned off the dust, fed me the worst ghost-berry smoothie I'd ever had in both my lives, and proved to me that the sun still comes up no matter what. Slowly, my world started to mend itself, not the same world that it had been before, but into a new one that is still an elusive work in progress right now. I thought I lost everything that day, but I didn't realize how much there was still to be gained. And now you have something to lose again.
And something to love, too. Life is about caring enough to fear loss.
So much to love. But I will admit, my dreams have been getting dark and twisty again lately. Even Tuak cannot break through my brother's eyes, looking at me while I bleed out in the snow. Would you like to forget what his eyes look like? Do you think that would help? No, it's a privilege to remember the people we loved, even in their most monstrous forms. I would rather remember him like this than lose any part of his memory.
Oh, why does this pain me so much? When you love people enough to want them to be in your memories despite all they did to you. That's so beautiful and so heartbreaking.
I hope he remembers me too. Whatever he loved of me once, I hope it hadn't been forgotten forever. I don't understand why he would do that to you, your own brother. You clearly care about him so much. Why would he voluntarily lose you? I'm not sure. He never told me. Once I thought about going back to ask, but not knowing might hurt less than the truth. He might try to kill you again? Both very valid. I would like to not sound like such a coward, but yes, I'm not ready to face him now, nor what we've become. And I've got the chance of a new start. I won't waste it by clinging to the past. You can't leave grief behind like that. It's too sticky. I'm not sure. Mostly I'm sad, heartbroken.
Oh. Hi, Minakalu. Thank you for coming in. How are you today?
Yet the thing in my chest continues to beat, so I will keep going. But I missed him. It feels good to say that out loud. How about you, Hime? Do you miss anyone?
I do. I can never go back and talk to her, though. That's the worst part. Granted, all the things I would say don't matter anymore.
You should still say them. They matter to you.
Maybe another time. I'm not ready for the out loud part yet.
If you don't want to dwell on the past, how are you feeling right now?
I'm worried.
About what? Everything.
Yes, I mean, look outside. Borkum isn't usually covered in a strange fog that puts people to sleep for a whole day. And I know we're all used to seeing strange, fantastical things around Fasoa. But what does this mean? Where does it come from? Is it dangerous to be outside now? Is it dangerous to go to sleep? And my closest friend of the last 2 years just came back from a quest where a Ferris wheel could have collapsed on top of her. I know she can handle that much and more, but I'm still worried. Hi RKK, welcome in. How'd you find us?
Because she might not come back next time.
There's always a chance, isn't there?
That's a scary prospect indeed. Is she not well equipped for the trials of adventure?
She is, but what if she gets into a situation she was unprepared for? Sure, she'd probably just end up inventing something that would help, but what if she decides not to come back? That's worse, right? Oh, we're talking about Una. We think of her so fondly. Who would fix my roof, or catch me when I fall off the roof, or talk to me during the quiet nights and lonely mornings?
For now, she will. Revel in that instead of already mourning her absence. Speaking of, I need to catch up with Vin and Aegis before they accidentally plunge us into an era of darkness by summoning a cheese wheel big enough to consume the entire realm. Delphine, are you sure you don't want to come along? They should have already headed to some place Aegis referred to as where the magic happens. Perhaps he has a portal to the ethereal weave? I might take a night swim. Maybe I can walk you out and show the way to his kitchen. I think that's what he was referring to. Yes, you can. Alright, thanks for the drinks, Hime.
Good night, guys. Thank you for coming to the tavern.
Good night, Hime. We will return to you.
Aw, what a lovely night that was. It was so nice. Everybody was here. Ominous silhouette. Okay, I have the... I can't create a quest still? We have so many sticky notes already. Really, it makes me wonder how many more I have to collect to make a quest. Previously, it was almost every other, maybe 2 nights that we would be able to make one. Haven't been able to for the last 3 or 4. Let me get you a welcome message. Oh, I just realized I forgot to shout out Ritoya just now as well. I think he's not here already. That's okay. Dracona as well. And Yapper. Wait, Yapper, have you been streaming? I don't know if you're still here. So many people to shout out. Anna. There we go. Okay, onward. I'm getting hungry, guys. I think after this chapter, I might go get some food. Good morning.
It's morning, alright. Someone looks to be in dire need of a drink.
Nah, I'm good. Alright, I'll make sure Captain Bebop keeps the ingredients cool for later. Did you manage to fix your cuff?
I did.
That's great. Now you're finally safe from the treacherous astral currents that try to pull you far away from my tavern. I'm glad. I would have missed you. Carrick
Kaki? You can always come after me, you know? I wish. Anyway, it's not like it matters whether I end up back here or in the astral realm. It's an illusion of choice, really. Fixing the cuff is like cutting off the head of a hydra. No matter what I do, I'm always right where I started. It sounded really dark. It's honestly not all that bad. Honestly, carrot cake right now sounds really good. No, I get it. It does feel that way sometimes. But it's still better to try than just let the hydra torment you. Maybe talking about it will give you new ideas on how to defeat it. Looks like you can teach an old dog new tricks. How are you then? I'm still coming to terms with the state of my life. I wish I could do more than offer words and fresh drinks. Especially now with that strange fog making everyone uneasy. I just feel a little left out. All I can do is look at the fog and go, oh wow, that sure is some weird fog, and then watch what other people do about it. I want to help more, Una. I get that. But I appreciate the help you're able to give. When I think of you, I don't usually think about all the things you can't do. I just think that if I want to complain for the 487th time, you'll let me. And also offer some dragon-forsaken advice no one asked for. And I appreciate that. You know, maybe if you're unsure of what to do next, you could look around town and tell me all the rumors and secrets you find. Or maybe do some more corporate espionage. Am I in a newspaper? You're my friend. I know. But I'd feel bad leaving you behind either way, even if I could leave. Good that my bribery is working. Sure is. Well then, how about a drink? Oh, Chris is back.
I'd love a drink on the house. They're on the house, right?
Yes, Tavern Keeper honor code.
I'll remember that. Now, do you remember what I ordered on my first day on your tavern? Because I do.
Of course I do, Chris.
I knew I could count on you. My very first drink order again, then. I'm on it.
If I recall correctly, okay, the only few drinks we had at the very start were Forlorn Hubris, Voyager's Dream, and Slow Strike. And I think it was the hot one. So we're gonna go with this and pray that I get it right. I think I would.
Turn this down.
Got it. If we didn't get it right, I'll just reload. I have several hot drinks on the menu now, but I feel like this might be what you're craving.
You're spot on. This is great. Question. Do you have a list of sayings you use when serving drinks? Or variations on them? Quippy one-liners, maybe?
I just improvise.
Fascinating. And how do you usually deal with grumpy customers like the one sulking next to me?
By kicking out people like you.
Come on. Just admit you miss me and my problem-solving skills.
You have problem-causing skills.
Yeah, and what do you have?
A mean right hook.
She's definitely mean.
Want me to demonstrate?
Why the sour face? I only just got here.
And I already wish I could replace you with Vey.
Ah, the wizard with the wannabe detectives. If you miss them so much you're this grumpy, just go look for them already.
It's not that simple, you little imp. I don't know where they are.
Weren't they going to Boreas with their new creature friends?
And then what? I just run around the whole island until I find them or get pulled back here? Great plan, genius.
Don't be such a scaredy cat. Just go and give it a try. Have some fun. Isn't that your jam? And so what if you get pulled back? You'll just end up here. What's the worst that could happen?
Vey's group could tell me to leave.
Yeah, okay, that would be pretty bad.
I bet right now they're busy being cooler than you could ever be. I bet they're exploring the deepest trenches of the ocean, meeting mysterious mermaids and baking mysterious cakes, or they can do underwater explosions.
How are they supposed to do that?
They said they're meeting friends on Boreas, and Miriam told me about some navy brig that can sail while fully submerged underwater. It has a magical barrier made of coral to keep the crew safe, sound, and dry while they explore the depths.
Fredis, hello! Ice cream, cookie, and cream sundae. Unfortunately, I don't have ice cream here, but next time, for sure. How are you? Are you craving ice cream right now? Honestly, that sounds really good too. I think I'm just hungry, guys. Man, I should have just accepted their offer and gone with them. Instead, I hurried back like a drunken sailor pulled in by tavern lights. I should have just been fearless. Yes. Can I keep eating later, fat? Just eat while you're like walking on a treadmill or something. You know, counteract it.
Nemesis told me about vicious sun hydra they fought single-handedly. Like, sure, I could knock out a giant snake, that's how I lost my arm, but a full-grown gangly guardian? And then they said it's just a normal adventurer's business. Can you imagine? Maybe being scared is a sign I don't belong with those people. You're very brave, Una. There's nothing wrong with being scared. I bet Captain Bebug's entire salary on your friends having been scared many times. That's part of adventuring too. I'm not sure they're actually my friends or if I just got overly excited all by myself, you know. I hate to admit it, but I'm anxious I'll screw something up and ruin my chances to ever do something right in the future. And it's making me cuckoo. Yesterday, I went for an evening stroll to get some air after the rain, when suddenly an overwhelming dizziness forced me on my knees. And when I looked up, the sky was threatening to crash down on me. Blazing tendrils made a swirling nebula reach down from the sky and tried to drag me away. Then I blinked and woke up on your lawn. Must have fallen asleep wallowing. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I used to have dreams like that a lot. You know, go find yourself in an old place you'd rather not be, like you've been forced to go back, and then you wake up and
it takes you a moment to remember you're somewhere else?
bingo, and I thought it was over. Guess not. It's only been a bit of a year since you crashed into my drive-thru. Give yourself some time. Ice cream sundae. Look what the cat dragged in. Both of these two. Their dynamic is very full of banter. It's very cute. Easier said than done, especially when you wake up from that joke of a dream and the cuffs you just fixed are totally dented. Must have tossed it around quite a bit. Either way, I blame that ominous sky always glaring down like it knows more than me.
You got beef with the sky?
I'd rather have beef with the sky than with croissant. Alright, how about a drink now? I don't know.
Yes, you do. She clearly needs to pick me up, something that'll motivate and inspire her to get off her ass, but also add some courage to face her grand enemy, the sky, and rejection too. How does that sound, Una?
Offensive, but fine, I'll give it a shot.
I think it's Northern Brawler. Energy, courage, motivation, right? Inspiring, motivation. No courage though. Oh, there's hope in this one too. This one might be more appropriate actually. I'm kind of guessing what to do here. So forgive me if I'm a bit slow. Forgotten how to make this one. Wait, is there any that raises that one? Or is it not? Ah. There we go. Enjoy your drink. The Gris featuring Hime special. What are your thoughts? My thoughts is that this is shockingly good. You make a pretty good team.
Hime, does that mean I'm good enough to get at this to get access to your secrets?
Not yet.
Oh.
I gotta admit though, you might be right, Gris. Maybe I should go look for the Avengers.
They'd be happy to see you, Una.
That's possible.
Just go. You can still moan and mope and sit around while you get zapped back. Just don't waste your life by trying to justify living.
Not bad. Do you look so tired because you lost sleep over that line?
No, I look tired because of the howling.
The howling?
So no one else heard the howling?
Sorry, slept like Bebug. I heard nothing.
Ah,
What kind of howling?
Like very opinionated wolves?
no, more like Valkyrian poach hounds.
Valkyrian what now?
They're the bounty hunters of Avalon.
Why are you being bounty hunted? Grand larceny?
I wish.
What would I get for your head?
My head.
Ew, don't want that.
Don't tell Quasar, okay? He trusts me now and I need him for this pyramid real estate scheme I've got going on. I'm gonna sell him a pyramid.
You should tell him.
And you should mind your own business, yet here we are.
Don't worry about Quasar or the hounds. Just point them right to me. I'll give them a strong right hook. And then maybe question them about your backstory.
Get lost and go look for your new friends, you loser. On it.
See you soon, Hime.
See you soon.
I can't tell if these guys are friends or enemies. I hope.
You could always go with her.
We all have our limits, Gris. Do you want to follow her?
I'd rather ask Quasar to elaborate on deeply misinterpreted scripture. Plus, you know, outside there are possible bloodthirsty bounty hunters. Yes, or wolves, we'll see.
I'll make sure they stay outside.
Thank you, Hime.
We're just sheltering this criminal. Oh, they stayed all the way. Oh, hello! Welcome in, guys. Some say that during... Hold on. I gotta put on my Aegis voice. Dude, I'm so hungry.
Some say that during eclipses, the starfish of the Wadden Sea offer personal prophecies to those in need. Or those worthy enough, depends on the tale. Also, when there's a full moon on the fresh tide glistens in the light of the celestial dragons, while on the darkest of nights you can see our lighthouse beacon beckoning you home.
I could eat a dragon.
The lighthouse keeper even offers fresh nectar cookies in exchange for any fluorescent seashells you find in the sea. You know, Maul Vukakin loves that kind of stuff. Do you like lighthouses?
Sure.
And of course, you already know about the Borkum's most wonderful haven, the Drowsy Dragon. 2 years ago, Hime moved into our shores and has lit up our days ever since. Creative drinks, calming views, and inspiring conversations. Plus, if you need a hub, Captain Bebug is the softest thing you ever hold in your life.
I see. This is a very one-sided conversation, guys. Like, give us something, Aquila.
Yeah, so if you need a drink recommendation, I know the whole menu by heart.
Oh man, do you have a favorite drink, Aegis?
No, I always look forward to the new drinks you come up with. It never gets boring.
Well then, how about you come up with something of a new one today? I think I'm due for it.
Really? I'd love to. Let's see. I'd love something strong for both the body and the mind. Otherwise, I'll never manage to survive customer service. But I'd also like to retain my creativity after a long shift. And maybe I'd like it to be able to give me the courage to let down my guard. You know? Like settling into being your true self without worries of how you're perceived.
Sounds like a good drink for you.
Now that that's settled, what flavor should Hime go with?
I don't know, maybe something sweet, but the refreshing kind.
Splendid, just like my macaron recipe. Does that sound like a drink worthy of your menu?
Sounds deliciously divine.
Great, there's the only problem with the name left.
Let me think. M&M's, macarons, and mice. Candy Crushed? Candy Crush sounds nice. No, I can't deal with the copyright issues. Maybe Crafted Love, since it was so lovingly put together.
Ah, that sounds perfect. Can I try one? Don't let it stay a dream.
I wouldn't dream of it. Oh, we got a new drink, guys. Crafted Love. That is here. Oh, that looks so sweet. Oh, it's all the way down defense. Okay, what brings our defenses all the way down? I think I have just a thing. I need to find it though. There was something that would affect, like, bring it down twice, right? No? Oh, I was thinking of something else then. Wait. Hold on. Hold up, but we gotta push that one up as well. What brings that up? Eh? What's that? I feel like I might have messed up at some point. Oh, wait, we do have this one. Hold on. I forgot we had this. We're almost there, but not quite. Where is it? There one that just increases. What did I put that was wrong? I feel like I must have put in one too many ingredients, but we got there eventually, I guess. That's fine. It turned out how it was supposed to. Hi, Princess Priscilla PT. Welcome in. How did you find us? Can we get an exclamation mark welcome for Priscilla, please? A loving dream for you.
It tastes lovely.
We make a great team. Maybe I should poach you from the lobster.
Does that mean you'll let me open a kitchen in the back?
I'll think about it. Maybe it'll help Captain Bebop get over there for your fire. You're pretty good at this culinary stuff.
She is.
I meant you.
I can only agree. Oh, thanks. I'm a cook, so I know the ropes. What about you? What do you do?
Shenanigans, mostly?
That's fun. What is your name?
Good question. What name do you think would fit me?
Shenanigans mostly is so cute. How about Mishka? I almost named Rami that because he's so mischievous looking.
I can get behind a mischievous name. You're...
Aegis. Aegis Bacon.
Aegis. You should cook for Andu sometime. That's the purple guy. He's always hungry. And if your food is good enough to inspire Himi's drinks, I think he might go out for a taste of it.
Is he a familiar?
Yep.
Which... Never mind. I can cook for 2 of you, no problem. You 3 even.
Yeah, sounds like Aegis Bacon, right?
But in exchange, you'll have to tell me more about your familiar. How did you meet?
Your cooking comes at a steep price, Aegis Bacon, but I'll pay. A while ago, or 2 minutes. Who keeps track, really? I got pretty stuck in some underwater cave network. If you must know, I have a little bit of a talent for finding hidden portals or entryways. Maybe I fell through a primordial vortex as a child or something. I also have a talent for going through them without a second thought. Naturally, that brings me all sorts of places.
But I thought it was impossible to travel to the other planes.
Sometimes you can if you run into an anomaly. Or if someone casts a spell or a curse, or maybe you accidentally slip through time and space. It happens.
Don't you miss home?
If I did, I'd go back there instead of going forwards. Anyway, I thought I was really stuck forever that time. It was, terrifying. I don't like your interjections. But yes, terrifying. And just as I'd given up all hope, Leviathan gifted me with the perfect tool to save myself.
Should you be calling Andu a tool?
He's a little stupid, but it's okay.
So you're a follower of Leviathan?
I became one here, there, and leave. He's a pretty cool guy. Gets a bad rap for all the chaos sometimes, but I think it just shows his creativity. Plus, it never gets boring following the pandemonium he leaves in his wake.
So the divine path of chaos is your calling?
No, my calling is freedom. But I don't mind having Levi and Andu along for the ride.
Hime, did you also get your familiar from a dragon? They're usually divine gifts. Dragonic insects usually serve Gaia.
Captain Bebop was indeed a gift from Gaia. I think she sensed I was lonely and needed a friend. A fluffy one that gives good hugs and likes experimental drinks.
That sounds wonderful. Mishka, does Andu have any special abilities like elemental magic?
Of course! His fire breath can roast marshmallows to perfection.
That must be great for battling animated snowmen.
Animated snowmen?
Please!
They stand no chance, especially when he gets hungry for their noses or hats. He can eat and digest anything. Sometimes, instead of consuming his prey, he stores it in some sort of magical stomach pocket. I've got many great hats through that trick.
So he steals hats for you? And what else? Gold, marshmallows, carrots?
All kinds of stuff, like magical orbs.
That reminds me, our local Leviathan Temple Museum recently had their magical orb stolen. It was very pretty. I'm sure you would have loved to lick it.
He did. Would. That's a great hiding spot. Thank you. Now, no one tell Quasar, so my genius doesn't go to waste.
So, wow, you're good at heist then. Can you tell me about your favorite ones? How did you pull them off? Are there poems about them yet? If not, I can write some. What do you need to pay most attention to when you pull off a heist?
Firstly,
I don't think they should teach you how to potentially anger both gods and guards.
The dragons love when you take initiative. Just don't get caught, especially not if you do a heist in their name. Secondly, always have enough lockpicks. Thirdly, don't break the space-time continuum. Happens easier than you think.
Got it, I'll keep that all in mind. Mishka, don't you think this orb of yours probably means something to that temple and the people there, and now it's just gone?
It means something to Leviathan too. It shows his dreams. That's way too personal. If anything, he deserves to get it back.
Are you giving it back?
Eventually, probably, when I'm done safeguarding it.
It's probably an object of worship. I'm sure the priests know how to best take care of divine objects.
I'm also a priest-ish, and if they weren't using it anyway.
Temple architecture is very specific. It could be that its position had some sort of greater meaning.
What do you know about temples?
Our temple is more of a marketing stunt, you know, to get more sales. But the museum is great. I could take you there sometime. And the craft shop is amazing. The gift shop. I've seen it. Oh, so you do like sightseeing after all? No, but when I was out for a swim yesterday, I saw... Actually, can I get a drink first? Something light.
Light? Alright, I'll try to keep it to 3 slots then. That means I have 3 recipe options. Let's see what we'll pick.
I only remember the hot chocolate one being 3. So I'm gonna go with that. And one for the bottom. There we go.
Ding ding!
Light as a feather and delicious as not a feather.
Pretty tasty, thanks. Anyway, I thought I saw this beautiful Thalos temple made of thick white stone with glistening waterfalls flowing down the circular walls. But when I got closer, it was just a museum which looked nothing like that. Guess the strange fog was obscuring it.
Tell me about it. No one warned me that Fasola came with so much fog.
It's not usually this bad, at least we don't generally have whatever kind of fog this is. It's weird. Dizzying in a way. Yesterday I thought I saw my mom's ship in the distance, but whenever I looked at it directly, it was gone. Rumor has it that the shipments aren't arriving, and ships that leave from here are never seen again. The fog is an ill wind that blows no good tidings. Maybe the sailors leaving saw something on the horizon that led them astray. Wouldn't be the first time people could chase illusions to avoid looking back. Maybe it feels like disappearing into your dreams? Like your culinary dreams? More like dreams of quitting.
Quit then.
Unfortunately, I need a salary to sustain my life.
Okay, then become a poet. Or an adventurer like us.
Don't. It never ends nor pays well. I know, I'm not cut out for it anyway. I didn't say that. No, but I did. And with cooking, you know I'm great at it. And I love it too. I really do, I think. It used to be my dream to be the head chef at a seafood restaurant, and now I am. No one ever warns you that if you do what you love, you can still dread going to work. Either way, I'd feel bad betraying my old dream with a new one.
Your dreams serve you, not vice versa. They're supposed to help you move forward, to motivate you and give something to work towards. And your former dreams served you well. They brought you where you are now. But you don't owe them, nor your old self, anything but happiness.
Ah, you're right. I know that. But have you considered how much simpler it is to dream about quitting instead of actually committing to it?
Boo, boring. No risk, no fun.
No risk, no harm.
We have 3 very different characters sitting at the table right now. No risk, no living. Life can't always be perfectly safe. Sometimes you have to make a decision you can't predict the outcome to. I say as a tavern keeper who has not left this place in 2 years. And if you don't, the decision will make itself for you. If it's the control and safety you want, you won't find it in indecision.
Amy, how did you manage to follow your dream of opening this tavern? Maybe a successful example will help him.
Well, I got into mixology first. I thought it might help me be more productive.
Wasn't coffee enough?
I needed something stronger. I struggled with illness for a long time. I've always had my limitations, but the older I grew, the harder things got for me. When I was young, I dreamed of adventuring, uncovering ancient secrets, studying magical relics, saving people. But most adventures take place out of the world, and where I can't be, at least not for long periods of time. My body can't handle it well, and it was difficult to accept. So I didn't. I found ways to keep myself productive, mixing magical drinks being one of them. I thought if I just kept going, eventually I'd get used to it and I could be like everyone else.
Did it work?
No, but I got a new passion out of it, and I learned that there are many things in life that make it worth living, things beyond what is inaccessible to me.
Do you ever miss it, the other life you once dreamed of?
Yes, all the time, but it's okay to mourn a future you once dreamed of, and to be angry about it too, even if I had no choice but to accept it. Anyhow, 2 years ago I desperately needed a change, so I moved one shore over and bought this tavern where the former tavern keeper retired. I didn't move far from where I lived before though. Sometimes dreams move slowly and you'll figure out where you want to go one step at a time. That... Why do I feel like today's story is speaking to me at a very personal level?
Like with Cain, his little dreams are hard to interpret, so the steps have to be small. Tuat sends him godly visions, Mishka. They're very confusing. Wait, do you think it's okay to share that?
Yeah, he seemed very open about it.
The dragons only do confusing visions. Tell them to go with the flow. If they want something more specific, they can get over their silly oath of neutrality and just tell us. Otherwise, it can't be that important.
I feel like there's quite a big gray area between an important and unimportant calamity, though. It's not only either misinterpreting tea leaves or collapsing ether trees.
So they say. I've yet to care.
Any calamity is a calamity. But about Cain's dreams, I've been thinking. He's looking for a necromancer, right? He mentioned seeing the color red, steam, and a village. Maybe it's far-fetched, but that could refer to a volcano. And there is a vampire in the Burning Peaks who dabbles in necromancy. There's a village nearby too. I learned how to tattoo there. That's so smart, Delphi. That could be it. The unraveling of the mystery. And even if it's not, any necromancer sounds like an enemy of Tuat.
What's so bad about necromancers anyway? Shouldn't people be happy about resurrections?
They can only bring back people's bodies, not souls. The vampiric necromancer once used his power to reanimate dead villagers to eradicate those left alive. Did someone stop him? The vampire wouldn't leave his castle, so it was impossible to reach, but we laid a barrier around the village so he could no longer touch it.
We? Are your friends better conversationalists than you?
The village was saved from the wrath of the vampire, but not everyone was able to escape it. On second thought, maybe don't share this with Cain. I don't think he's prepared to face a creature so foul and powerful. It's best not to risk encountering him or his army of twilight creatures.
I think that choice is Cain's to make, but I'll pass on your advice.
Maybe you could help him defeat the vampire once and for all. You know, since you've been there before, you might.
What does a necromancer do for muscle training? Probably regular lifting, same as the rest of us.
No, no one should go there. Mishka, I bet you haven't told us all about Andu's abilities. Could you show us his best tricks?
No fires inside my tavern, please.
Then I'll entertain them outside. But someone will have to reward him with snacks.
I didn't bring any. Delphi, have you dreamed of any interesting snacks lately? The other day, I dreamed of a seagull eating a fried loaf of pumpkin lava cake. That sounds horrific. I'll try to manifest it. You know, maybe we can also check on that seagull stream. They probably dream of cakes, snacks, all the time, right?
Oh, off they go.
Is that how Quasar looks at me when I make jokes?
You mean reluctantly charmed?
You know what? I don't actually want to know.
Are you stalling because you're scared about the potential bounty hunters outside?
A bit, but those two seem capable. They protect me, right?
You can count on them.
That's the spirit. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do. Have a good day, guys. So cute. Okay, I think we might be able to make the quest out now. Ah, we did it! Steak and bake. The Burning Peaks faces a triple threat. A local lava leech collector is warning of a possible volcanic eruption, while dangerous vampires make their home in the impossible castle inside the volcano itself. Furthermore, twilight creatures have begun terrorizing the townsfolk in Stiltwick, reportedly summoned by the vampire's necromantic experiments. Is the prophesied burning of Stiltwick literal, metaphorical, or both? Kinda looks like it, right? I actually don't know. I think these are already done. Multiple people report feeling watched. Gulf of the fog. Strange fog puts us to sleep. Potion shipments. Message in a bottle. Oh, I guess that's all that we have right now. Okay. We actually don't know much about Mishka, and they've changed names every few chapters. So they started off as Rune, then they went by Gris, and now they're Mishka, depending on whatever vibe the rest of the patrons decide to assign to them. It's quite funny. Alright, and with that, we are done with chapter... Where are we now? We are at chapter 9, Homesick of the Dreaming Moon. I think it's a good place for us to save now. Okie dokie. And I think that's where we're gonna end for today. Thank you so much everyone for joining in. I know that I went over time by just a little bit. I'm gonna go and get dinner because I am starved. But I hope you enjoyed our second installment of playing Tavern Talk 2. I'm gonna go see if anyone else is playing Tavern Talk. I feel like there would be at least one other person. Nope, I was wrong. There is no other person. Not tonight. Okay. Let's see if we have any other... Good night. Good night, everyone. I'll see you on Monday again. I know I've been quite like... just twice a week is quite occasional, I think. My streams, but I'm really grateful for everyone who comes here. Hope you rest well. Hope you rest well too. Thank you so much for coming in and for like listening to stuff earlier today, and for hanging out and just being really great company. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye, Himi. Bye bye. I'm trying to see like what else is happening right now. Oh, there's someone playing the... what you call? There's someone playing the Beast hairdresser game. It looks so cute. I want to check it out. Alright, now I'm not going to... I'm gonna read and run though because I want to avoid spoilers. But go and show them some love if you don't intend to play the game. And I hope you enjoyed tonight. Thanks for coming. I hope you have a wonderful one. And I'll see you again soon. Let's see. This is Sakasa. And he's playing the Beast hairdresser game, which looks super cute. Oh my gosh. I really want to play it someday too. Okay. Bye bye everyone. See you on Monday. Thanks for coming. Bye bye. Rest well. I'm gonna get dinner before our last day of work tomorrow. Yeah, it's the hair shop game. Can't wait. It looks super cute. Yeah. I'm gonna just stick around for a little bit and then I'll end. Okay. Good night, everyone. Rest well. Bye bye.